Ow, it hurts. Hey, everybody. Well, Roger D. Back again with a live stream. Um, just thought I'd do this. I don't know if anybody's going to join in, but while I'm waiting, I waiting to upload something. I have just thought, hey, I'll join in and see if anybody wants to talk with me. Other than that, um, that's all that's going on. Not much. But yeah, I'm off tomorrow morning, so I can stay up late. And I thought, why not? Let me go on live. See if anybody wants to talk. All you do is talk, talk. Wait a minute, we need to open that up, but we need to change accounts if I want to edit that, and that might throw me way the hell off. I mean, it might cancel everything because I'm on here as Dawnstar and not Gameplay Dawnstar. But that's okay. That's okay. Um, so how's everybody doing now? Liar. Anybody doing anything exciting? There's only one watching, and that must be me. Because I got my screen open. So I'm not going to say anything really interesting until I get some viewers. Other than that, I'll sing a song. Sing, sing a song. Make it loud, make it long. That's what she said. Sing of good things and bad. Feed me, Seymour. Sing of good. Yeah, I'll stop singing because nobody wants me to. Nobody wants to hear me singing. So, yeah, like I said, just thought I'd come on and oh, Rachel. Rachel, you're not getting any sound, only static. Hold on. Restart your application because I just checked the sound. The sound is working fine. Um, so, yeah, recheck your settings or reboot your thingamajigger, whatever that thingamajigger thing is. You must be doing it because there was one. Oh, now we got two. Are you back? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Scooby Dooby Doo, Dooby Dooby Doo, Baba da Boo Boo, Baba Bip Dip Boo. Yeah, the sound is working. So, unless another person tells me that they can't hear me, um, I'll have to investigate. But right now, from what I checked, the sound is working. Oh my God, look at all these damn bills. Uh, that can go in. Wait, should that? I gotta see. Yeah, that can go in the. No, that can't go in the garbage. This one, Bahubuli. Yeah, that can go in the garbage. You're watching me go through my trash. How exciting is that? What the hell is this? Oh, that worked. Don't need that no more. Better save these. Put them in the folder. Need to save this. This is my a tax form. What the hell is this? Oh, there's a lot of blank pages. You can use blank pages. Always use blank pages. Go. Don't know what that is. That'll go there. Calendar, of course, goes up here. Watch Roger rearrange his desk. It's an exciting video. Oh my gosh, it's award-winning. What wonderful cinematography. Yeah, so to watching now. Todd, hey man. Thanks for stopping in, my friend. Hey, I'm sorry I never joined any of your other contests, and I'm really glad I decided to join this new one. There's a few movies you're giving away that I have already, but that's okay. The whole thing is to talk movies and spread it around the community. So I'm just happy I was able to join, and I'm glad you did the contest, and I'm actually kind of glad you only did 2 questions because everybody's doing these. Oh, can you hear me all right? I just want to ask you, Blu-ray Madness, how you doing? Can everybody hear me all right? Because Rachel Hyde, Eric's wife, popped in here, and she said, "Damn it, I keep getting my foot tangled in my headphone cords. Got to get wireless headphones." I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. But yeah, everybody seems when they do those contests, they make it up to 10, and then you're there, thinking all these answers. So I'm glad it was only 2. It's funny because it's weird because you wrote on my video, but there was no way for me to reply. I don't know how you did that, if you did it, or if it's something YouTube is doing now where they won't let you reply, although I can reply to other people. Because you were talking about you're a pretty close neighbor here in Chicago, and you are. Yeah, thanks, man. Um, and I totally forgot about your contest. I'm one of those, I watch, I never comment, guys. And people say that, but it's true. I do, and I don't comment. But I watched Sammy. I always check Sammy's stuff out, and he did a video, and it was like, oh, I forgot I got to do I got to do the Todd contest, which I did, and I'm cleaning my desk, and we were talking about being neighbors. I don't want to say where you're at, but that you're close, and I'm like a mile away from Sammy, and I still, after knowing him for like 3+ years, I've never met him. We've never gotten together. Which is kind of sad. And it'd be kind of cool if we all did a road trip and came out and met each other and did like an out and about together. But I'm glad you did the contest, and I'm glad you enjoyed the video. It was fun doing. It was fun doing. If you know me and you know my stuff, I usually get kind of crazy because I'm a crazy guy, wild and crazy guy. And oh, the desk looks nice now, nice and clean, lots of space, lots of space. Anyway, who else is on here? Rachel, could be my phone. Let me go out and come back. Yeah, yeah, you live in Wisconsin. I didn't want to say that, but you just did, and I just did actually. So sorry about that. Yeah, it would be nice to meet. I mean, I've watched you for years, just like I've watched Sammy and Dean and everybody else, and I've seen other Bluetubers get together and do collab videos and stuff like that, and it would be kind of cool to do that. It really would, especially since we're that close together, not having to take a plane trip anywhere. And it's kind of sad that me and Sammy never met up. I mean, I've offered, and my car is ready to conk out, and I'm 10 minutes away from work. So it's like every day it's like, am I going to get to work? Am I going to get home? Am I going to get to work? So even a mile is pretty far for me, and I don't drive that much. It basically get to work and get back. I have a gas station that's like within walking distance, and I usually go there to get my snacks and beverages. And then usually when I come home from work, this is all personal stuff. When I come home or when I go to work, I go to Jewel and do my shopping and stuff, and then hope I can get to work. I can get to work. So driving to Sammy's and that wasn't an option. And I've told him to come out to me, and he would always say that he might get lost or something. I don't know. He's got a nice car. I don't know if it has GPS, but I mean, we're a mile away. You know, he's very close to the mall in Schaumburg there, and I'm very close. So, but anyway, but seriously, it would be really, really kind of cool to all of us make a plan and get together and do like one big collab video and just you know, set the camera, all our cameras up, and just talk movies. Be cool just to talk for like an hour, and then just everybody post the video up. It would be really kind of cool to do that. um Seriously, yep, Todd, yeah, I'm 45 minutes away from, oh, that is nothing, dude. 45 minutes away from Chicago. And Eric from Hey Internet, Eric here. He's on the outskirts of Illinois, or just on the outskirts of Illinois. I'd love to get together with him too. So maybe we can make this all happen. Uh, Hi, Rachel. Thanks. I'm glad you can hear me now. Logan V or Logan 5. Oh, Logan 5. Come on, Logan V. Logan 5. Logan 5. Uh, you know, back in the late 70s, early 80s, when I was in college making films, they actually sold a crystal from Logan's Run that you could stick to your hand, and you could, you know, you could do the whole thing where I'm 30 years old and it's blinking. It didn't blink, but it was a cool little prop, and I doubt you can even find that even on eBay. There was even a decal from Golden Voyage of Sinbad, which you can get the poster that I had, which was like a Zodiac poster. And when you bought the Zodiac poster, it came with like one of those, you know, lick your palm and stick the tattoo on there, and it was the eye that Carolyn Monroe had, you know, and you can, you know, but that's all long gone. Yeah, that's all long gone. Um, of course, the Sandman. Yeah, Logan 5, of course. Um, Box, you know, and I love that movie. You know, if anything, and there was talk a long time ago about them remaking that thing, and recently, um, but I still kind of would like to see a remake. But that movie is close to my heart, and it has some of the worst, some good. I mean, the laser scene where he's on the table, the reconstruction surgery type of thing. That always kind of was cool and freaked me out. And I love the ending with the computers blowing up and him running out. I love the design of the big black room with all those lights. But my God, those miniatures are just so stick out horrible, man. They and it's a good story. It really is a good story. And there are what, 3, 4 novels that came out. Logan's Run, Logan's this, Logan's that. Um, but nobody's ever done it, and it would be kind of cool. Even as a television series, it was a television series in the 70s, and again, it was just horrible. But since they brought Westworld back and they made such a fantastic television show of that, again, do Logan's Run, man. Do that. Hey, Sasha, thanks for joining. Um, oh, you're very welcome. I just sent them before I went online. Um, oh, you're already printing them. Cool. Good to see me streaming. Well, you know, I don't stream, and I usually join on to other people's streams. And when my computer was down, and well, when my video editing software was down, and I couldn't get it to work, I wanted to put content on my channel, so I would do those streams. And then when I was in the hospital, I did the hospital streams and things like that. So um, I'm now back editing, and I'm doing reviews and things like that. So but tonight, I don't know. I just felt I just did a game. I just played a little more of my Zombie Army trilogy. I just uploaded the new video. I have to actually publicize it. But when you're on YouTube, and you change identities, everything from the old identity disappears. So if I go to Dawnstar Gameplay and change it to make that public, I think I'll lose my live stream. So I'm not doing that until I get off of the stream. Um, get off of the stream. Uh, but um, but yeah, I just kind of was like, yeah, I feel like talking movies. I don't know. I always do. So I came on, started the stream, and I'm glad all you nice people. I'm sounding like LJ. All you wonderful, wonderful people are joining in, and I'm glad. Um, I would like a new TV show if it was done with care and not just made fast and pushed out. Yes, just like Westworld. Yeah, I mean Westworld. I was so against a television series when I heard that was going to be TV series. I was like, what are they going to do? How can they make a TV series out of Westworld? I mean, it's three different areas, and you know the robots go crazy. Are they going to center on three main actors in each world and have a survival type thing, or what? But man, they blew me away with that series. Um, it's a pretty damn intelligent, smart, really thought provoking. It really added a an aura of an odd humanity where humans are making synthetic humans, and the consciousness and things like that. It really added so much in that 72 movie, or 74, 72, I think. Um, and again, if it, like just like you said, if they put that type of intelligence into Logan's Run, you know, of a society that just kills off the population when they turn 30, and some renegade escapes, especially a Sandman who is out to kill people who escape, finds out that there's a whole nother world out there. That would be a really, really cool, interesting um, a series, you know, to do. Um, la 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 la. Oh, let me go back. Wow, there's a bunch. Um, Finally watched Ninja Turtles in 3D and was amazed. Yeah, the 3D is fantastic. I haven't seen the second one, but the first one, the mountain scene, just blows me away. That's demo material right there. No, but I've read Gerald's game, Dave. I've read it, and when I heard they were doing a movie, I was like, wait a minute, she's naked throughout the entire story. How are they going to do a movie? And of course, they took liberties and cheated a little. But I have not seen that movie yet. I hear it's getting some pretty good reviews. I just downloaded first episode. Yeah, Curb Your Enthusiasm just started. What was it, last night? Tonight? Last night, I think. The first new episode. I haven't watched it yet. And Rick and Morty just ended. Last night was their final episode of the season, which is a brilliant season. If anybody's not watching Rick and Morty, please check out that show. Started from the beginning. It is so cleverly written, well crafted, hilarious, dark, twisted. And if you're a big sci-fi fan, you'll get all the movie references and things they do in there. Um, Took all of 2 minutes. Oh, you're talking downloading. Yeah, yeah. I would watch that for sure if it was done right. Yeah, Logan's Run, Blu-ray Madness, second Ninja Turtles, not as good as the first story-wise. See, now I hear opposite. I hear that the actual people who enjoyed the original Ninja Turtles cartoon from the 80s really enjoyed the second movie more than the first. I wasn't a watcher of the cartoon series, which is probably why I really enjoyed the first movie. Um, but again, like I said, I haven't seen the second, so I can't comment on that. But I had a ball with the first movie. I thought it was pretty fun. You know, um, have I seen the Orville? No, I don't even know what that is. That you're talking Alien now. I don't know what the Orville is. Yeah, Rick and Morty is funny as hell. Really good show. I just watched. Was it the fifth episode? I'm catching up. I like to mainline my stuff, so I don't watch on air day. I basically download and get everything, and then burn all the episodes on a disc, and then just watch them all back to back to back. And oh, ambulance drove by. Um, so I'm on the fifth episode, which was oh, which one was it? It was the one with the Super Friends, where Morty was in love with them and Rick was jealous, and they all got killed. He made that Saw type of contest where they had to do all these different things, and they were all getting killed. Really good. I liked the Mad Max one. The Fury Road episode was hilarious. Um, let's see here. Eric and I have been watching River. Another one I haven't heard of, Riverdale. No, I have not. I want to tell everybody to check out a show. The first season ended weeks ago, called I believe it's called Snowfall. Check out Snowfall. A buddy of mine's actually in a few of the episodes as a bad gangbanger. It's done by John Singleton. He produced the thing. I believe it's called Snowfall. It's a great series. The first season, anyway. Never heard of Riverdale. Sorry. I never saw any of the turtle stuff either. Just my thoughts. Plus, humor was better in the first. Yeah, that I always say that elevator scene, which I understand was ad-libbed, but that elevator scene where they all start doing the little thing is really kind of funny. It's rumored that Nicholas Winding Refn is going to direct a remake of Logan's Run with. Hey, I'm there. I'm there. I mean, he's just brought Blade Runner out, the new Blade Runner, which I'm dying to see because I freaking love the original Blade Runner. McFarlane's take on Star Trek. It's on Fox. You know, I saw trailers of that and I was not amused. It just seemed like a poor man's version of Galaxy Quest. So I haven't watched any, and I probably won't unless I hear it's really, really good and clever and well written. McFarlane lost me with Family Guy maybe 4 seasons ago. I really got turned off. I'm a big Family Guy. I got all the seasons on DVD, but about 4 years ago, they just, to me, they just started going downhill, and I just kind of lost interest with McFarlane. Hi Matt. Hi, I got Roger. You should seek out The Quarry. It's a short 8-part HBO series, and it's flawless. I was blown away. Quarry, another one I haven't heard of. Man, can't beat HBO Band of Brothers. No, I loved Band of Brothers. I was a little cold on the Pacific. I mean, I liked the Pacific. It was really well done. It was a great miniseries, but I really like Band of Brothers more, much more, much more. But that's just me. That's just me. IMO, you know. So, drink time. So what else is everybody doing? Everybody getting excited about Halloween? Is anybody out there doing kind of Halloween marathons? Are they looking forward to watching any horror films they've never seen before? I'm just throwing the question out there just to talk. Corey is perfection in my mind. Yeah, but I actually liked. Oh, what's the one that takes place in Alaska that you were kind of turned off by? I really like that. So if it's anything like that, I'll check them out. I'll check these out eventually. There's so much good television. In my opinion, there's so much better television that there are movies. Movies come and go, and the Hollywood blockbusters just they don't do them for me anymore. They just don't do it. I wait and wait, and then it comes out, and then I see it, and it's like, it's like everything else. But television, man, there's some great television being done with writing and acting and films, the stuff you don't seem to get at the theater anymore. Although this time, now the fall's coming, is when all the supposed great Oscar films, the nominations will be coming out. Not the nominations, but the movies that will be nominated. So this is a good time for movies right now, because yeah, this is the time of the year that a lot of great dramas come out. So we'll keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. Um, can't wait for Blade Runner. Comes out a day before my birthday. It looks really well done. Yeah, the early reviews are pretty damn good on Blade Runner. But again, you can't really go by the reviews because nowadays there's a lot of push. There's a lot of, over publicized. This is the best thing, and then you see it and it's like, yeah, it's okay. Trying to catch up on Walking Dead. Not a Walking Dead fan. Sorry, Blu-ray madness. Gave it up years and years ago. Logan 5 is doing his horror movie marathon soon. Now, is that going to be like a one day, a weekend thing, or are you doing a one movie a day type thing? Just curious. Yeah, love this time of year too. I love the change of the seasons, the fall, the color, the weather. Tessa Thompson in my profile pic in a new Blu-ray, At War with Everyone. I've never heard of At War with Everyone. Have you been watching Tin Star? No. Again, boy, that's 3 series right there. I need to write down and look for. Eric and I've been actually rewatching Utopia, which is a UK show that is brutal and funny and beautifully shot and extremely thought-provoking. I love Utopia. Sadly, it only lasted 2 seasons, 6 episodes each season, and they left it on such a cliffhanger. It would be so brilliant for them to come back and do a final mini series just to wrap it all up. But no, I haven't heard of Tin Star. Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus. Oh, what a movie, man! Not one of my favorites, but I did enjoy it. So did I. What was the one with Goldie Hawn with when they shoot in the holes in her with Bruce Willis? Um, murder something. That's a fun movie too. Also, um, Fortitude is the Alaskan movie. Yeah, Quarry is much superior. Wow, I bet there's not a lot of gore in Quarry, Sasha. Huh? Huh? Logan 5 says, going to watch as many of my horror movies as I have over a 13-day spread with a mix of old classic horror movies and newer ones I have yet to see. Yeah, actually last night, the beginning of October, I threw in the Spanish version of Dracula because I actually never seen it. I've always watched the Bela Lugosi, and I've never seen Dracula's Daughter. So I will be watching those. Maybe I'll watch Dracula's Daughter tonight, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I think I'm going to go Universal. I'm not doing one movie a day. Of course, right on the week of Halloween, I'll be watching Halloween, Texas Chainsaw, Elm Street, the favorites of mine. But I want to go back and watch a lot of the old Universal, Frankenstein, Wolfman, those type of movies. Death Becomes Her. There you go. Thanks. Ain't got the blade. Just how brutal is Utopia? Yeah, it's not it's not bloody, it's not gory. But if you have any issues with child deaths, you don't want to watch it. Anything that deals with killing a child, you want to stay away from. But man, what a beautiful show! What an amazing story! The reason everything is happening is just wonderful. It is next to Hannibal. It's the most beautiful show, the beautiful shot show I've ever seen on television, ever. It's just so gorgeous to look at. The colors, the compositions, everything is just beautiful in that show. And then you have the juxtaposition of just the violence in the damn thing, and not, like I said, not gore, not blood. It's just the thought of the violence that's happening. But amazing show, amazing show. Not a lot of. I gave the first season to a friend of mine at work because he just got a all region player, and because it's a UK disc, and he watched it, and he says he watched all 6 episodes, one right after the other. He could not turn it off. He was so glad that I introduced him to it. He says he's never heard of it, and it was he just totally enjoyed it, and I was so happy. I was like, yes, I got another person to love this show. um, Tin Star has Tim Roth, good actor, and he is a sheriff. Just started on TV, meant to be similar to Hannibal violence. Wow, that should be interesting. Because I was very surprised with how much they got away on NBC with Hannibal. Because my gosh, it was gory to the hilt, but boy, it was beautiful gore. It was beautiful gore. Uh, there's gore and violence in Quarry, but it's so compelling. Okay. UK have released tons of new Hammer films on Blu-ray. I have all the ones I want. I'm waiting for the final Dracula Chris Lee ones, like Dracula AD, Scars of Dracula. I have all his movies up to Taste the Blood of Dracula on Blu-ray. The Gorgon, Plague of the Zombies is another one I'm looking forward to on Blu-ray. Um, yeah, yeah, but most of my favorites like Curse of the Werewolf and Gorgon and things like that, I already have on Blu-ray. But it's good that they're releasing that stuff. It's just, where is it in the US? You know, that's the sad thing. Why aren't they releasing them in the US? Utopia now on Blu-ray, so we'll watch it. It's shot in 2.35. Yeah, it is very unusual, but it's artistic, man. Sasha, it that show is so visually artistic. Like I said, in visuals, colors, cinematography, composition of the frame. It's beautiful. And oh, what's his name? The black guy from Misfits is in it. The one who, spoilers, killed himself in one of the seasons of Misfits. Um, yeah, he Nathan something something Nathan something. Um, he's in Utopia. Got to take off. Rachel, thanks for joining for what little you did. If you're gone, sorry, but yeah, tell Eric to jump in. What are some of my favorite horror movies? Maybe we can watch one or oh gosh, man, Logan. There are so many. There are so freaking many. Um, do you want grueling horror movies or do you want just basic horror movies? Most everybody knows the basic horror movies, your Freddy's, your Jason, you know, your Frankenstein, your stuff. Off the top of my head, there is I believe it's a German film called Seven Days. There is a Mexican film called Kidnapped, I believe came out 2010. There is a Japanese, or I'll just say Asian film called Bedeviled. Um, wow. There is a serial killer movie called, from the UK, called Sightseers, I believe. And then if you've never seen Funny Games, the original one, he remade it in America with Tim Roth. But I love the original foreign films because you don't know the actors, and so it gives it more of a documentary, realistic feel when you're watching it because you don't know the actors, you don't know who the stars are, you don't know who's gonna die. You know, whereas in a newer movie, you're like, well, that's the main star, he's not going to die. You know, so and then of course one of my favorite quadrilogies is the Rec series from Spain, REC, which is kind of a viral zombie type POV movie. Um, but there are four of them. Four? Five. Four of them. And those are all good. And then you could also go to the UK and watch the miniseries, the zombie miniseries called Dead Set, which I seem to watch every single year. Imagine Big Brother, the reality show Big Brother being aired on television during a zombie apocalypse, and them slowly finding out what's happening outside of the studio while they're in the Big Brother home. That is a brilliant, brilliant miniseries. Um, there's also, you probably know about The Horde, which is a foreign film, zombie film. The Dead, which is an African film, one and two. Geez, I'll stop there because I just want to read some more here. Hey, Robbie. Hey, everybody. See, Trini Culture was asking about Utopia, but have not seen it, so could not really say. Sasha, give Utopia. You know what? The opening 5 minutes of the very first episode. If you can get through that first 5 minutes, which is a pre-credit sequence, you can get through the entire show. But there are people I know that watch, they said, hey, let me tune into Utopia. They watched those first 5 minutes and they said, nope, not going to watch it. Nope, not my show. So if you can get through those first 5 minutes, which are on YouTube, sadly, you can watch the entire show. Just started watching Hammer films. Logan 5, cool, man. Hammer films are a unique taste, especially if you're from America and you're under the age of 40, I would say, because it's a different, slower style. It's a gothic type gothic type horror, and very stylistic. But again, if you can take the slow pace, man, there are some classics. There are really classics. If you want to start, I would say one of the first Hammer films to watch is the original Horror of Dracula with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. That is one of those that might just hook you. Curse of Frankenstein. Gosh, man. Yeah, I'll just say those two. Not much, not much, Robbie. Gotta go. It's late. Blu-ray Madness, thanks for stopping in. Is it late or early in the UK? I thought this was like, I thought this is like your middle of the night and morning is coming. So I don't know. Oh, again, Robbie. Yeah, the freaking old ladies and Bedeviled, man. Bedeviled, and I the first time I saw it, I had an issue with the girl in the jail cell near the end. But the second time I watched it, I was like, no, it needs to happen. That all needs to happen, and it's just perfect. Yeah, it's just perfect. Very Hitchcockian film. Look for the film Mother. It's a Korean film called Mother. It's done by the same guy that did Only God Forgives. No, not Only God Forgives. Robbie, what's your favorite movie? The revenge film with the cop and the guy slicing the back of the leg, the guillotine at the end. It's by that director. Anyway, is that the same director that did the train one? Oh, now I'm hitting. Now I got the ball is out of the hole, and I can't think of anything. Charlie Brooker. Yes, he did. Yes, and I love Black Mirror. New season starting soon. Serbian film still gives me creeps. Yeah, yeah, that film is pretty damn disturbing. I I don't watch it. I have it on Blu-ray. I imported it. The uncut version, there's a version that says it's uncut, but it's cut. Uh, the newborn porn scene is cut, but I have the original. And when I got the Blu-ray, I watched it the second time, and that's the last time I have watched it. I would rather watch Cannibal Holocaust over a Serbian film anytime. One, probably because I love the music so much. Serbian film has a very Nicholas Winding Refn feel to it because it's neon, it's beautifully shot. For such a horrible, disturbing, effed up film, it is so beautifully art house shot. Um, and Dave, I'll keep an eye out for you. I'll say that's all I'll say about that. Um, favorite film? I saw The Devil. Thank you. That's the one I was thinking of, Robbie. 3 a.m. Yeah, it's morning. So that's what I thought. Waking everybody up early here in the U.S. Wake up, England! Um, Turning 30, I really like the tone of film. Oh, cool! I'm glad you're associating with it, Logan. Um, Dracula's my favorite Dracula film. Next to horror is Dracula Risen from the Grave. I saw that in the theaters. The very first Hammer film I ever saw in a movie theater. And I freaking love that. Horror of Dracula. The ending is just brilliant. Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed is good. Curse. Oh, you've seen these. Oh, cool. So you got a great start there. You got a great start there on the classics. All those are classics, man. Bong Joon-ho. Yeah. The guy who did the giant sea monster one. Um, um, See, the ball is not in the hole. I can't think of the names. Good, the Bad, and the Weird. Oh, I love that. That's my favorite Western, and it's a Korean Western. Puff Puff Pass. I have Puff Puff Pass. I do, with the guy from that '70s show, the curly-haired guy. Uh, 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 Again, when that ball gets out of the hole, it's like that old game. You got to get the ball in the hole. It's not working up there. But Puff Puff Pass, yeah. Um, May sound strange, but please. And Sasha, send me that in an email. You don't have to do that on a stream. I sent you Ben Hur. I sent you Ben Hur just now with the other one. What was the other one I just sent you? Raging Bull. They're in your mailbox, dude. Um, Hyde from that '70s show. Can't think of his real name, but he's in Puff Puff Pass. That's a fun little druggy movie. Smiley Face. Smiley Face is really good if you're up there and you watch that movie, it is brilliant. If you're totally straight, the movie sucks. Okay. Very much so many classic 80s films. Terminator is one of them. Yeah, yeah. Terminator is a good one, but man, it's there is so much out there. There is so much being made from different countries, horror movies, action films, love movies, everything. And I I I kind of get tired of hearing about the same movies over and over again from the US, like Elm Street for horror and Chainsaw and Terminator. And there are so many other movies out there that people never talk about, um, dramas, um, that I it's almost like it's almost like fans get familiar and they love, which is great, like 50 movies, and they watch them in rotation constantly every year, and they don't open up to new movies. Every once in a while, there'll be a new movie, like a Marvel film or a horror film, like Babadook or something like that. It follows, and then they'll add that to their little queue, and they watch that every single year over and over again. It sometimes gets really tiring to hear, "Oh, Terminator is a fantastic film," or "Oh, Back to the Future, best movie of the '80s," and I can see that because you got a decade there, and the best ones of the decade are those movies. But I just wish I heard more of other films. Just like in the stream now, I heard of 3 or 4 television series that I've never heard of that I really want to investigate and spend some time watching. Just to open up the entertainment uh, spider webbed, you know, casket in my head, just to add some more interesting stuff. Just like I watched Fortitude this year, which I never heard of, or Broadchurch, which was just. I'm so glad there's such a satisfying feeling to know you watched something totally new you never knew about, and it was so great. And now I remember it. You know, um, that kind of stuff is cool. There's always a place for those other classics, even old stuff. The Universal horror movies and stuff like that. Um, it's so great to hear about that stuff, but I hear about it way too much. I think it might be because on Facebook, which I always look at every day, I I belong to a number of groups that all they do is post the same stuff over and over again. Like every single week, somebody's posting a photo from Planet of the Apes or uh, um, the Terminator or something like that, and parody pictures of that. And it's like, again, come on. There's other stuff. I'm talking about horror forums, or Facebook pages, or something like that. It's like there's other movies out there. Talk about foreign. Talk about Inside. Talk about these other foreign horror films that are out there. Uh, uh, Yugo Yukuzumaki, I think it's called, the one where the people were turning into snails. It's such a twisted, weird horror film. Um, the original Grudge, well, it was remade. When it's remade, then everybody talks about the remake. But anyway, I'm went off on a tangent. All right, anything out here? New stuff? Yeah, smiley face is pretty funny. Danny Masterson. There you go. Yeah. I'm a stoner, but I haven't had moke, gosh, in at least 5 years, dude. I'm severely dry. And I wish I wasn't. Anyway, so yeah. Um, but that's me, you know. Oh, here are my Hammer films right here. Uh, Taste of Blood, Risen from the Grave. Prince of Darkness, man. I was bored by. That's the one Dracula movie I was really bored by. Dracula, Prince of Darkness. Um, so, how long have I been on? What's how many viewers are viewing? La 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 la. La. I got 6 people. Hey, everybody. Um, I haven't even been on for an hour. Jeez, this is nothing. No, no, Sasha, no. I know you love Terminator, and I agree with you and Eric saying it's a horror movie, not a sci-fi movie. It is a sci-fi movie, but it's more of a horror. Just like Alien, the original Alien is a horror movie, as opposed to being, well, it's just a sci-fi film. You know, no. I mean, it's great. It's great to talk about. So it's just that I've seen so much about it. Maybe it's because it was brought back to the theaters this year that it's in everybody's mind and everybody's talking about it. That might be the reason this year why I brought that up. But that's just me. Last time, yeah. The last time I saw you was probably the last bit. Yeah, yeah. And and then I moved. there's there's nothing out. Well, it isn't that there's nothing out here. It's just that I don't know anybody to ask, and you just can't walk up to anybody and go, "Oh, hey, do you know?" So that's why I was always joking with you. FedEx next day air, wrap it in aluminum foil. But that's why I got booze. That's why I fall asleep online during live streams, is because I don't have that and I have alcohol. Speaking of movies like that, has everybody who is watching have seen Dazed and Confused? I'm sure you have. Have you also seen a movie called The Stoned Age, which is you take Dazed and Confused, you take Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which takes place in the 80s. Dazed and Confused takes place in the 70s. The Stoned Age, I believe, takes place in the late 80s, early 90s. They're just these, and then you can go American Graffiti takes place in the 60s, even though there was no drug there. But those are movies that have great music in them, all of them. They capture that time. Uh, Almost Famous is another one that really captures that time. I believe that takes place in the 70s, late 70s maybe. But those are some great movies that I don't hear a lot of people talking about. Uh, Movies that capture a certain time period of that decade that are either alcohol, drug related, rock soundtracks, um, a bunch of kids that are at the crossroads of their life, um, coming of age films, I guess you would call them. Those are some great movies. I just wanted to know if anybody's ever heard of the Stoned Age and things like that. Um, Much superior to the slick sequel. I don't know what you're talking about, Sasha. Are you talking about Terminator? I love it because it's low budget and it's very grainy. Yeah. Dazed and Confused. Yeah, I got the Criterion. That's a great one. Richard Linklater's. Yeah. Yeah. Aliens is my new second film of all time. Still scares me. Yeah. Nobody's heard of the Stoned Age? Come on now. Come on now. Alcohol. Alcohol. Just take a break, go to YouTube, type in the Stoned Age, Stoned trailer, and check it out. It's just like Dazed and Confused, but it takes place in the 70s, and every single minute has music from that era. Blue Oyster Cult, Zeppelin, Hot Butter, Popcorn. Geez, they even have a fight. One of the characters has a fight between himself. He's an adult. Well, he's a teenager, and a little kid with a Stretch Armstrong, and they're stretching them. They're drinking the schnapps. Ding, and they find out there are these two hot women that are having a party. They try to get into their house before another group of guys get there. Um, it's really, really cool. And one guy is just like so freaked out because he went to a Blue Oyster Cult concert and the laser hit him in the eyes and he thought it was some weird alien sign. It's a great, great little film. Anyway, yeah. Of course, Dave, you've seen The Stoned Age. Just going through Netflix. Oh, The Stoned Age. Yes. I love Lebowski, man. I love it. Hey, take care, man. Everything's good. Everything's good. The plane has crashed into the fucking mountain. Yeah, Lebowski's amazing. Lebowski, all the Coen brothers. I cannot think. Well, probably the one they did with George Clooney, not the Oh Brother Where Art Thou, but the other one, that little romantic comedy one, which they didn't write the script; they were just hired to direct it. Oh, it's not Irrecycle. It isn't that one. That's Drew Barrymore. Um, but every Coen brother movie is brilliant, I think. Even their non-popular ones, like Hudsucker Proxy and stuff. I find them hilarious, brilliant. Yep. Yeah, Dave. I wish I was. Oh man. Oh, another one is Scotty doesn't know. What is that? European? Not European Vacation. Euro Trip is another one of those movies that captures that time, that coming of age time, that where they're just drinking and they're Scotty doesn't know. Scott. Oh, what a great little movie. And the sad thing is it came out on Blu-ray, but it's the PG version. It isn't the unrated R version, which is why I still have the DVD, because I want to see boobies, I want to see it uncut. I want to see uncut boobies. I didn't mind Lady Killers, man. I know the original is good, Alec Guinness and all that, but I had a good time with Lady Killers. I really did. I have no qualms with it. I thought the actors they got to play all those different characters worked well off each other. Um, I really did, and I love the dark ending. So yeah, I'm a man of constant sorrow. I also love that too, man. Packing one up. Oh, I wish, man. I wish. Um, so let's see. Okay, we talked Cohen. We talked coming of age, even though nobody else did. Me and Dave did. Um, uh, LJ's not here, and I bet none of you guys like this type of movie. But let me ask: are there any musicals any of you guys actually like? Because most of my film friends do not like musicals. But are there? And go the spectrum. Little Shop of Horrors, Rocky Horror, South Pacific. You've got this Wide Berth, Mary Poppins. Are there any musicals anybody likes from this little group that's on my channel right now? Just wondering, just asking, just trying to get the conversation continuing. Just thought it'd be an interesting thing. Singing in the Rain, yeah. Oh, and that's a funny ass movie too. Man, the replacing the girl because her voice is so screwed. That's a funny ass movie. It really is. Good choice, Sasha. Good choice. I do like that movie. Um, yeah. Nobody else. Oh, West Side Story. Oh, Sasha, you're the only one answering. Come on now. Oh, Logan 5. That's one of my favorites. Everybody ought to have a mate. Da, 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 da. Someone you could. Oh, I love that freaking movie. Probably because of all the slapstick in it. And I love Zero. I've always loved Zero. He died way too soon, man. Oh, man. Him and, oh, Rhinoceros. He did this movie called Rhinoceros, which not a lot of people know about, which is pretty damn bizarre. And he was brilliant in a Woody Allen movie called The Front, which was about the communism of the movie industry. And sadly, in the movie, spoilers, he jumps out of a window and commits suicide. Um, One of those Woody Allen movies nobody talks about. The Front, really good. But Zero, man, Zero is great in Forum. I love Forum, man. Rocky Horror, of course. House of Blues. Nope, can't say there are any musicals he cares for. Happiness. Oh, Happiness of the Kakaras. That's a movie nobody else knows, Robbie, but maybe me and you. Isn't that Takeshi Mike? Isn't that one of his films? Uh, which is very odd because it's a musical. It is. Oh gosh. Is that the one, or is it Visitor Q, where the guy gets his wiener stuck in the girl and she dies and he can't get it out? Is that Visitor Q, or is that Happiness of the Kakaras? I don't remember. You'll know what I'm talking about. Uh, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. That's, yeah, I would consider that. Yeah, yeah, that's a twisted little film. So is Hedgewick and the Angry Inch. Um, Waiting for History of the World Part Two. Yeah, no, that was a joke that he made it Part One. That was a Mel Brooks joke, man. To be honest with you, I'm waiting for Mel Brooks's parody of Wizard of Oz, and it's sad that all the great stars are gone. When after he did Young Frankenstein, silent movie, High Anxiety, he should have did a Wizard of Oz parody with Gene Wilder as the Scarecrow, Madeline Kahn as Dorothy. He could have used John Candy, or even who was Nero in History of the World, Dom DeLuise as the Lion. Oh, he could have been the Wizard. It would have been such a fun little Mel Brooks parody. And I was dying for him to do it, and he never did it. He never even talked about doing something like that. But there was little talk among the Mel Brooks fans that they wanted him to do a Wizard of Oz parody. And he had all those perfect actors, and they're all gone now, sadly. Sadly. Um, that was Visitor Q. Yeah, with the lactating mom flooding the kitchen with her breast milk. Yes. I don't get Takeshi Mike, man. That was when I was watching those J horror movies, and I was like, I can understand some of them, the tape, and you watch it, and then you die later, and then the girl comes out of the television scream, but Visitor Q, and what's the one where at the ending the guy has the big ladle up his butt? Um, oh, what was that one? The guy with the clay face. Gozu? Was it Gozu? Where the guy kills the poodle in the very beginning and bashes it against the restaurant wall. I think that's Gozu. That's when I was like, what the F am I watching? What I It's like, Takeshi Mike, man, you're a madman. I gotta watch more of your movies. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing here? Dude, you gotta clean your camera lens, clean my glasses. Well, I'm using my uh, 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 camera lens. I'm using my webcam, and it's not as good as like my regular camcorder that I make my videos. So that's why I'm a little blurry. It's not 1080p. It's not crisp. It's just a webcam. Um, yeah, the remake. Oh wait, I gotta go back. Quiet Family. Uh, yeah, Quiet Family. Yeah, it was. That was a joke. But damn, that would have been funny. That was Visitor Q. Oh, yeah, Wizard of Oz. He was perfect for that. Instead, he went off and did Spaceballs, which, yeah, it's not one of my favorites, but that was the period when he started Life Stinks, Spaceballs, Dracula Dead and Loving It. They started coming down, down. It's like humor changed in the world, and and the Zuckers came in and were doing Airplane and all that other stuff, Dumb and Dumber, and he was still on that ride of kind of parody, dumb jokes, and they just, for me anyway, for me, they just kind of went down and down and down. He wasn't the classic comedy director he was when he was doing Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. Um, yeah, maybe it's the weed. Do you know Mel Brooks, 12 Chairs? Yeah, 12 Chairs, yeah. Uh, Dom DeLuise is in that? Or is that, I know it's Frank Langella, but who was the other guy? Was that Dom DeLuise that was chasing him? Or was that Zero? I think it was Dom. Uh, Itchy the Killer. Oh, with the slices and the smoke. Oh, and that muscle guy at the end. Oh, Itchy is nuts. Guys, if you've never seen Itchy the Killer or Aichi the Killer, uh, it's the only movie that the opening credits are shown to you in cum. Because it starts with a guy masturbating outside of a girl's window, and then it's raining, and then he runs away because she thinks someone's peeping at her, and then they show the ground, and you see this pile of cum, and then out of the cum comes the letters Itchy One. That's the only movie you'll ever see that in. Thank you, Takeshi Mike. Oh. Gozu. Yeah, Gozu. That was, I think, the one with the ladle up the guy's butt at the end. Slavic set story. I don't know that. Yeah. Takeshi Mike, man, he would make like, did he do the Dead or Alive series? Was that his trilogy? He makes like 2, 3, 4 movies a year. He is like a workaholic. Oh man, he just pounds them out, pounds them out. I've seen a bunch of his stuff that I cannot remember the names of. He does children movies, he does horror movies, he does mob movies, and they're all freaking bizarre, man. They're all out there. Audition is probably his most famous U.S. that people know that movie. Tiki 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 with this piano wire. Wow. Oh, he did do the Dead or Alive movies. Man, that's another one. That first movie, Robbie, where it's a cop drama, and it's really good. It's kind of cool, and they blow up his car and the wife and the mom, and then at the end they have this standoff, and you're like, okay, this is going to be good. And the one character reaches behind him and pulls out this like giant ray gun, like a gun that shoots a nuclear missile, and you're like, what? And then was it the second one or the third one where they were angels? It was the second one, right? Where they were angels and they came down. You didn't know they were angels until the end when the wings came out. And then the third one was the one with the robot where they turned into a robot. And that just came out on Blu-ray, the trilogy. Have yet to pick it up. But yeah. Yeah, Dead or Alive series. The Slavic set. Yes, it is takes place there. Yeah. I did not like Sukiyaki Western Django. I didn't. I think it was because it was really overhyped by Tarantino, and everybody said you should see it. And I went in just so expecting something bizarre and really, really good. And I was down. I was disappointed. I was let down by it. I, I I think that might have been also because I was right in the midst of getting into Stephen Chow's movies. Like Shaolin Soccer and Kung Fu Hustle and his Alien movie, which I can't think what that one is, with the little alien that the kid has, and and the one where with the sea town with the giant fish. Um, I was really getting into his stuff with that, so maybe that's why Sukiyaki just didn't do it for me. Uh, hey, Jace, welcome. I'm still awake. Do you know the John Carpenter They Live? Of course I do. Sasha, I know my movies, man. They Live. That's great. Although I did find it a little, even to this day, it's like, why didn't he just put the damn glasses on instead of fighting them? It's like, all right, let me put them on. Okay, I don't see anything. And then continue the fight. But no, that fight went on for like a half hour in that movie. And South Park did a beautiful parody of that with Timmy and Jimmy, the guy on the crutches and the guy in the wheelchair. Yeah, they did a wonderful parody of that. Um, thirsty. Robbie, remind me what thirsty is. That name sounds so familiar. Um, oh, I love They Live. They Live is good. I love the finger at the end, with the hero dying. Spoilers. Oh yeah, man, Asian cinema, man. Like I said, you Uzumaki and Pulse, the original Pulse, not the American remake, the one where the people die and their black images against the wall. Um, a lot of horror stuff, and then of course just the Jackie Chan stuff and the Kurosawa. Oh, Dreams and the classics, of course. I won't even name them. Ron and all that. No, yeah, no, dude, I'm heavily into cinema. I totally. I'm 57 years old, man. I've seen a whole ton of crap. Uh, drink up if you're thirsty. Oh, that's what you mean, thirsty. Yeah. Hey, not so underage or not so overage. I actually watched the film tonight. Possibly beautiful. What is the name of the film, Sasha? Don't tell us who's in it and how beautiful she is, but what was the name of the film? Wow. I don't know. I started this about an hour ago, maybe a little over an hour ago. I don't know how long I'm going. Depends on how the questions go. Hey, all 8 people are watching. Wow. I don't think I ever broke 10 people. Sasha, you still have me beat with 10 viewers or 12 viewers you had at one point. Yeah, keep watching. Sean. Yeah. Like so I don't know. I don't know. I'm off tomorrow. It's only 10 minutes to 10. I'm going to be probably watching. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw in Dracula's Daughter tonight. I'm going to put something horror in for October. Um, you know what I watched last night or the night before, which I never seen. I thought I had it in my collection and I don't because I got a ton of Don Knotts movies and I got a box set with Don Knotts and Tim Conway. I've never seen Private Eyes. Is it Private Eyes? Yeah. And I got a copy and I watched that a couple days ago and I was laughing my ass off. Those guys, are there any character actors like that anymore? Think about it. Are there any unusual looking comic character actors? I mean, you got your SNL people. What are the comedies today? You got your Seth Rogen and there's nobody that's like Don Knotts. There's nobody like Tim Conway with and those guys looked old when they were young. They were in their 30s and 40s, and Don Knotts still looked like, he's just, they had some weird looks to him. And, I always said if they ever did a Mayberry or a Andy Griffith Show movie, Steve Buscemi would play the Barney role. He should play the Barney role. If I was casting it, he'd be Barney. I think Steve Buscemi would make a pretty funny Barney. Get him to do a little comedy. Anyway, what's the thing? No more attractive. It's the Plasma Boy. Watched Mother. No, Mother is great, man. We were just talking about Mother earlier. I didn't know there was hate for it. I think I thought it was considered like a Asian Hitchcock film. It really is really good, I thought. Halfway through Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. Yeah, that's a pretty damn cool movie. Yeah. It's No Private Eyes. Well, yeah, so I don't know. I just watched a Telugu movie, a Bollywood film, and I'll be talking more about that on my channel in the coming weeks because I'm going to start a new series and talk about a lot of movies nobody's ever heard about, which is what it's all about. It's about expanding your cinematic entertainment value. And I've seen some amazingly wonderful stuff this last week. I've seen 9 movies that I can't believe how great they were. All of them, every one of them. That's probably because when I go online and I look for them, I say, what are the 10 best of this year? And they give me, and then, so every one that I'm watching are great. But it's a whole nother world. It's a whole nother style of filmmaking. It's a whole nother culture that you need to learn. You need to learn when you're watching it, because the first two, if you watch the first 2 type of movies like that, you will feel very alienated and laugh and just think they're ridiculous. But the more you get into the culture, the more you get into the style of film and understand how these films are made and released and appreciated, they are so frickin' satisfying. They are such a breath of fresh air to other things that I've watched. But that'll be later on my channel. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hey, Chaser, welcome. That make films for and if their audience likes, that's a bonus. Yeah, like David Lynch. They don't care if they like the film or not, but they like if the audience likes it. Oh, the new Mother. Oh, sorry. Didn't see the new Mother. Heard it was good. Heard it was very kind of like a modern day Rosemary's Baby. Is that wrong to say? That's kind of how I heard it was. And that kind of gives a lot away. But I don't know. But Yayas. Crickets. Oh, I used to be able to do that. Can't do that now. So does anybody want to join in on the stream? Let me know. I'll send you a link. Lancelot link. Secret chimp. If not, I'll be like LJ. I'll be shutting down this stream in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That doesn't even sound like him. There we go. Horrible UK accent. You want to join Not So Underage? All right. How do I send you a link? If I put it, are you on Google? Can you see the Google chat? If I put a link in here, I don't know if it'll work, but click on that, see if you can get in. We're watching on Google. I don't think I can add it to YouTube. Let me try. Oh, okay. I added it to YouTube. So it's on the YouTube chat and it's on the Google chat. So if anybody wants to join, try clicking that link and see if you can get in. Jace will help you because Jace, if he's still here, knows everything about computers. Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp. Anybody looking forward to the Disaster Artist? Anybody here see The Room and know what The Room is? And then I should say, anybody looking forward to the Disaster Artist with Franco, James Franco, which looks absolutely amazingly hilarious. Is it Christmas yet? Got my Christmas hat ready. Just going through my desk. The hell is that attached to? Oh. I want to know what happened to the plans they sent you. Roger's Desk of Fun. Hey, Sasha.
Hello.
Welcome.
The plans they sent you.
Hi. Oh, I need to mute YouTube.
Roger's Desk of Fun. Mute your YouTube. Hey, Sasha.
There we go. I've got something strange happening where I can't shrink the size of the page. It's full screen. I can't change it.
It's just full screen?
Yeah, everything. My Google Chrome is full page and I'm stuck with it. But that's fine.
That's fine. Oh, who's popping in here? Little robot. Hey, not so underage. Welcome.
What's up?
I don't want
Hi.
to use your real name, although now it just showed your real name. So
Mention rhinoceros because I've got it right here.
you do got a copy of it. Wow. Now,
There-
is Gene Wilder in there?
Gene Wilder and Zero Mostel.
It
yeah,
is
back
Zero
together.
Mostel. Okay, yeah.
The producers together, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
My blankie. Give me my blankie. I saw that movie on public television years and when I was like an early teenager, and it freaked me out. I had no idea what I was watching, and it wasn't until I was older and I saw it again, and it was like, wow, this thing is trippy, man.
Yeah. And Karen
I didn't
Black.
know it was even released anywhere.
This is a 2003 release on DVD.
Okay. Because it was originally made what, in the 70s? Late 70s?
74.
74. Okay.
And Karen Black's in it. Is she the one with the lazy eye?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know she was in that.
From Easy Rider.
Yeah. Trilogy of Terror. She's famous for. Which was a television movie from the 70s. It was a trilogy, which she was in each one of the shorts, but the last short was the famous one that gave children and some adults nightmares for weeks and weeks and weeks. That's the one with where she gets the Zuni, African Zuni doll, and it comes alive and it chases her around the apartment, take her soul.
Wow.
It's brilliant. If you've never seen that, Sasha, that
No,
half hour is amazing.
I haven't. I only know her from the BBS films, the Easy Rider, Five
Hmm.
Easy Peoples, those ones.
Yep.
Um, King of Marvin Gardens, I think she was in that.
I think so too. Yeah. Someone in your bushes was groaning, Dave?
Oh, see, now I can no longer see the comments because I have to alternate between the windows to see.
Dave, are you sure they weren't moaning? In the bush? Moaning in the bush. So what's going on, Sean?
Pretty good. Sort of, because I finally got a 4K TV.
Oh, wow.
And
What size?
60-inch.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. That's
Yeah.
the way you need to get it. Yep.
Yeah. But the problem is the 3D is messed up, and I'm currently in the process of trying to get it repaired.
Is it like the calibration isn't perfect, or?
It almost looks worse than my current TV.
Oh gosh.
There's no 3D 4K titles, are there?
No.
Wasn't The Martian in 3D, the 4K title?
Like there's a 3D and a 4K separately.
Oh, okay, but it isn't 4K. But they do make. Well, I guess they're.
That's kind of that's kind of like one of those annoying things because I like both the 3D and the 4K are said to be reference quality. So now I gotta find the margin in 4K.
Yeah, that was
But
one of the very first 4K releases. Actually, I remember
I
that.
saw someone say the 3D is great,
there
but
is like that what?
I saw someone reviewing and they said the 3D is great, but there's hardly any of it. It's only in the Mars scenes.
It's all
which is-
depth. It's all depth.
Large part of the film.
Well, that's what I expect. But there
Yeah.
can be really good depth
Yeah.
in a movie. But like I'm watching Wonder Woman, and every single time though, all the background shots are just blurry, and it just messes with my eyes, and I can't watch the movie.
Mm.
Is it passive or active? Is that an issue?
Passive.
I wonder if that's something to do with it. I don't know.
Well, the reason why I got this TV, it's an LG TV, 4K 3D, and everybody talks about how the 3D is supposed to be flawless. It's some of the best 3D TVs out there.
Is it LED or OLED?
LED. They said there's no difference.
Really?
Between
Because
the
I
OLED and the
I heard the OLEDs are better.
Yeah, they look crisper, but
Yeah.
there's no ghosting.
Okay.
But the problem is that OLEDs have the burn-in problem.
Oh,
And-
really?
Yeah.
Well, I watched Wonder Woman and it didn't look good to me either.
The 3D.
Not because of the 3D. I just didn't think it looked good.
The cast looked-
Sean knows what I mean.
Yeah, you don't like Wonder Woman?
No,
Yeah.
I thought I didn't like Thor, but Wonder Woman I thought was worse than Thor. Yeah, that's me. That's just IMO.
Are you talking about 3D or the movie?
The movie.
Okay. Because I think the 3D in Thor is worse.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's like nothing in 3D in Thor.
Yeah. I heard that about the first one, but I don't know about the sequels.
Yeah.
Sequel,
No, the
sequel's
sequel
pretty flat.
sequel ain't bad. Sequel ain't bad. I think the first one, the only really decent 3D stuff was the bridge stuff at the end. You know, the Rainbow Bridge. But I mean, geez, what a Thor was such a disappointment. Thor was one of my favorite Marvel heroes watching the cartoon series when I was growing up. And that scene with the, I don't even know what they call him now, the giant robot that comes to that little town. That town should have been like a city. It shouldn't have been this little. It looked like it was like a made-up Western town. You know, house here, Starbucks here. You know, it was
The
just
funny
so
thing is
small.
that movie feels like just so small in general.
Yeah, it's like they didn't have the budget. They had the budget, but they didn't put it all in there.
It feels very short to me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just to compare it to what they're doing now, it's got bigger and more.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one was much better, I thought. Better
Yeah,
story.
I revisit the Phase 2 movies a lot more than the Phase 1 movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I still haven't seen Dark World yet. I haven't watched it.
And you're not missing much, like honestly. You just gotta know about. There's an Infinity Stone in it, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's just one of those puzzle pieces that's all leading up to the big Infinity War.
Yeah. Like, have you seen Spider-Man: Homecoming yet? Either
I
of you?
haven't.
No, I haven't seen it either.
Well, I think it's pretty damn good. A lot of other people don't really like the comedy and whatnot.
See,
But-
now I heard different. I heard a lot of people enjoyed it much better than the Andrew Garfield ones and the Sam
Yeah.
Raimi ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm reading the people who are like pretty much any when you're on Facebook and you look at whenever Rotten Tomatoes posts something saying
Don't
yeah.
read Rotten Tomatoes. Don't. That's
Why?
all. That's fake. That's like it's fake news. No, it is. It's just basically a from what I heard, it's like a computer generated thing from Hollywood to boost certain movies up and bring other movies down. Those reviews are not from those critics. They're all that start.
That's not what I've seen, because they post the links to the actual review. Because I've seen reviews from Chris Stuckman on the Rotten Tomatoes, and it posts his review.
Yeah, well, he's nobody.
I stopped listening to critics years ago.
I watched Chris Stuckman for years, and then it was like, I know what you're doing. You're playing to the Hollywood hype, and he doesn't.
I usually agree with him. I agree with him like nine times out of 10.
Yeah, but if you really think about it, he does not like, or he doesn't give bad reviews to movies that everybody loves. If everybody loves it, he's gonna love it too.
Well, I'm pretty sure he has done that before, but he does give like movies that a lot of people hate good reviews. Like he gave Ghost in the Shell an A-. He gave Beauty and the Beast an A-. A-. And I feel that's mainly because like he's kind of like directly biased with those. Because like Ghost in the Shell is one of his favorite animes, and Beauty and the Beast.
Mine too. That's my favorite film. The anime. I won't acknowledge. I won't acknowledge the live action.
Well, I'm talking about he gave the live action an A-.
Yeah, I know.
But I usually agree with him. He even gave Swiss Army Man an A, which I personally I give it an A+. But that's just me.
Yeah, I thought that was great.
And like he gave Whiplash an A+. He gave Birdman an A+. He did not. I think he gave La La Land a B. Where the heck did Roger go?
Has he stopped his own stream? We're still going out. How is that even possible?
I don't know.
That's weird. He has to come back.
Maybe his computer crashed.
Talking about TV. Just yesterday, my TV turned itself on the other day. I wasn't even touching it; it just switched on. It's really, I don't know how that happened. I didn't know that could happen. It just switched on by itself. Oh yeah, I saw your
like
live stream.
Rosemary's Baby.
Rosemary's Baby. What?
Mother is nothing like Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, I heard that the trailers are misleading. It sells it as that, but it's not that.
Yeah, because I haven't seen it, but looking at the synopsis, the Mother is wildly different.
But going by the trailer, it does kind of resemble it. There's a strong vibe of it.
It's like the trailer. After watching the movie, I came home and watched the trailer again, and the trailer is honestly terrible.
Oh,
trailer for Mother is terrible. It doesn't represent the movie one bit.
I thought you just
nothing like it.
I thought you just said you haven't seen it. You have seen it. You did see the film.
No, I haven't seen Rosemary's Baby. I have.
Oh. Okay.
I'm talking about Mother.
Right. You've seen Mother. You haven't seen Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen Rosemary's Baby. I've seen the remake with Zoe Saldana. No, I've got the Criterion of the original. I've just not watched it.
But
I wonder if he's coming back.
Mother is something else. It's crazy.
Well, I kind of know what to expect if it's Darren Aronofsky. You know, I'm kind of prepared for how it could turn out.
Well, I haven't seen any Darren Aronofsky film, so I had nothing to really compare it to. I haven't seen Black Swan, Requiem for a Dream. I haven't seen Noah.
The Wrestler. I imported Noah. I got the 3D edition of that. It's not available in. Well, I think I got a Turkish Blu-ray, but it's a Paramount release, so it's all English menus, and I got the 3D of that.
Funny, because like a lot of people talked about now, like the movie's got I think a 78% on Rotten Tomatoes, but people talk about how they hate it.
I'm back.
Yeah, on a second, people starting to learning to appreciate it now. I think it was just on a first viewing they didn't take to it, but now they're realizing there's more to it than they first saw.
Can you hear me?
What happened?
Yeah,
for some reason my computer just went blank and then it restarted. I don't know why. I think what it was trying to update something, and usually it'll give you a thing saying, do you want to restart now or later? And it was behind everything, and it just restarted by itself. So that's why I disappeared, but I'm back. Anyway, it's the curse of Chris Stuckman is what happened. I said bad things about him, and he just shot down my internet. So anyway.
I was talking about how Mother is nothing like Rosemary's Baby. Like I haven't seen I haven't seen Rosemary's Baby, but reading the synopsis, it's not. Yeah, Mother is nothing like that.
Does it have a bunch of people around her that she is very suspicious of things that they're doing being ultra nice?
I don't really know if that's like how you would say it. Not really. Yes, suspicious, but not in the way I think you are thinking.
Okay, because that's kind of how Rosemary's Baby is.
I don't know if you want me to spoil the movie.
No, don't. We're live, so
I don't want to hear that. Then I'd rather
I'd rather watch it. Yeah, I'd rather watch it fresh too. So
yeah, because have you watched any reviews like for the movie?
No, I've
so you have no idea. So you have no idea. Have you seen the trailer?
No.
I know it's divided people. Some people love it. Some people hate it.
Yeah, I personally loved it. It's not my favorite of the year, but it was very, very well done.
Cool.
And I was like, it's very unrelenting.
Was it surprising? Was it surprising? Was the ending a shock, or was there were things in
Unfortunately, I got spoiled. It got spoiled.
Ah, okay.
Because I was watching a review and the person said spoilers, and I didn't hit the X quick enough, and I heard just like that little snippet, and I could pretty much figure out what was going to happen from there.
Okay. Yeah, no, I actually have not been watching trailers to anything. I'm just letting them come out, and then if I hear good things about them, I'll watch them.
One cool thing is that I got to see a lot of trailers for movies that look like a lot of Oscar type movies.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Like I saw there was a trailer for Suburbicon. There was a trailer for the Snowman. There was a. I'm trying to remember. There's a bunch of trailers for movies that don't come out till like December.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Downsizing. I've heard people talk about that movie, but never saw the trailer.
Oh yeah, the Alexander Payne film. Alexander Payne's new film.
I saw the trailer for that new Del Toro movie.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. That's exciting. I like him.
The only trailer,
Michael Shannon.
The only new trailer I saw was the Jackie Chan one, where
The Foreigner.
Yeah, which looks amazing, if you ask me. I mean, it looks like an Asian Taken in a way, kind of an opposite thing, because the police won't help him, type of thing, and he goes off and starts crimes and things like that.
Have you seen any of the reviews for Blade Runner 2049?
I just heard great stuff of it, and I don't believe them. I don't believe them. I want to see it for myself.
Yeah, it's like 97% right now.
Yeah, I mean, I love the director. The director's done some fantastic stuff. So
he's not really made anything bad. He's not capable of making a bad film. So
no. I like Gosling. I like Gosling. So
yeah,
it's. I'm looking forward to it, and it'll be interesting because of the whole is Deckard a replicant theory that has been going on for years, since 1982.
And you'll be seeing it in 3D, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's filmed in 3D. I've just noticed something strange is going on. My camera is switched on, but it's not showing out live on the live broadcast.
See, it's that Chris Duckman. I shouldn't have said anything.
Shall I turn it off and on again? That might make a difference.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. One thing I remember you talking about. Kingsman. Kingsman 2 is going to be shown in 3D in theaters, and I saw the screening for it. I was like, you know what? That would actually look really, really good in 3D, actually, because there's a lot of stuff going in your face in the movie.
Was it in 3D at the theaters?
No, it got pulled like split second right before it was there. Like everybody was talking about how there was no local theaters showing the 3D. Only like maybe some like small towns in Europe were showing it.
I was gonna say, I wonder if in Asia they released the 3D version.
So there were 3D releases of it, just not
in the US, I think.
Not wide.
That kind of surprises me that film got a 3D release. It seemed like the kind of film that would do.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to get a 3D Blu-ray release.
Unless it's an Asian one.
Yeah, true. And I'm wondering if that same thing's going to happen to Blade Runner.
Oh, now it's working. My camera's on.
No, I think Blade Runner's going to get a U.S. release.
A U.S. 3D?
Yeah, I think it will.
Is when I see the trailer, it says Realview 3D, but it doesn't say it's going to show in IMAX 3D,
Well,
which is strange. Which I don't really understand. Like my local theater hasn't been showing IMAX 3D films in a good while. I'm questioning why don't they just take this time, because it's an AMC theater, and like every single theater in the place has recliner seats except for the IMAX theater, which I find kind of BS considering how much more you're paying and you don't even get recliner seats.
yeah, that is odd.
Mhm. Whenever I hear BS, I just think Britney Spears.
Get your mind off the women, Sasha.
No, it's her initials.
I know.
Bob Saget.
Pops. So, have you bought anything new, Sasha?
Yeah, I just received 2. Was it today? Yeah, today. The one I watched with Tessa Thompson, and I got. Well, shall I just tell you what they are, or do you want to see them?
Wait, Sadie Thompson?
Tessa Thompson. She's in my profile. It's actually my profile picture is still from that film.
Because I was asking, Sadie Thompson's a 3D film.
No, Tessa Thompson is an actress in the film.
Yeah, but there is a 3D Blu-ray called Sadie Thompson.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
You should get it because it's brilliant.
Okay.
It's from the 3D Film Archive.
All right. Well, I got 2 new films. One of them I got because Disregarding Henry was actually praising it so highly. I don't like the director's other films. He's a bit kind of sick and twisted, but this doesn't look like his other films. I got Free Fire.
Never
I
heard
don't
of
know
it.
if you know that. It basically plays out in real time. There's no. It's a 90 minutes long and it takes place over 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Kind of seems quite similar to Reservoir Dogs in that way.
Also similar to Nick of Time.
And it's all set.
Remember the Johnny Depp film, Nick of Time?
Yeah, vaguely.
That he's got like an hour and a half to kill the senator, and it takes place in real time, totally real time. You could set your clock and then watch it, and like a half hour later, it's like a half hour, and you know, it's those are clever. I love when directors do stuff like that.
Also, like Reservoir Dogs, this one takes place in one location. It's just in a big warehouse. Well, I got that, and the one I watched, and I could admit the only reason I got it was because of this actress, Tessa Thompson. And I saw the trailer, and it looked like a lot of fun. It's by the brother of the man who made In Bruges. He made 7 Psychopaths and The Guard. I don't know if you know those.
Doesn't he have a movie coming out called 4 Billboards or 6 Billboards or something like that?
I don't know.
There's a movie coming out with Frances McDormand. Something 7 Billboards or something. It's one of those where her daughter gets killed and nobody's doing anything about it, so she spends her money to make these big billboards say that the cops are lazy and stuff. And I think Woody Harrelson's in it. It's a hilarious trailer. If you ever look for the trailer, look for the Red Band trailer.
That doesn't sound hilarious. It sounds quite bleak.
Oh, it's hilarious.
sounds a bit like Gone Baby Gone.
No, it's a different tone.
Okay. All right. Yeah, well, the one I got was it's called War on Everyone. That's the one I just watched with Alexander Skarsgård and Michael Pena and Tessa Thompson.
Oh, it's called Here's the title: 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
That's a long title.
Yes. And it's by the director of In Bruges and Seven Psychopaths.
Oh, well, no, they're brothers. Those are two different people.
Martin McDonald directed and wrote it.
Yeah.
That's one
Well,
person.
He made In Bruges, but Seven Psychopaths was made by John Michael. Oh.
No,
well,
Martin.
Bruges,
it says Martin McDonald here on IMDb.
okay, but his brother made the one I'm talking about, and The Guard, which I have here.
Okay.
They're brothers. They're both filmmakers. He made a film called, I believe it's called Calvary,
Okay.
which I haven't watched because I heard that there's some animal cruelty, and I have a time with that. Even though I've heard it's really good and it takes place off camera, it still doesn't really sit well with me.
Happens in life, Sasha. But I know you're a vegetarian. You don't eat ham.
Well, especially when it's played off as comedy. I didn't like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, with all the animal cruelty they had.
Really?
Yeah, shooting the cows and squeezing the toad.
Wow. Me, Myself, and Irene, you've never seen?
I have seen it. I know what you mean. Yeah, it was sadistic. I thought.
Oh, I was laughing my ass off at that scene. He's giving a mouth-to-mouth to it.
Oh, I don't actually remember that. I just remember all the shooting.
Well, that was after he couldn't get it. Yeah.
Jumanji's getting a 4K release.
I don't care. The CGI in there is so bad. It's so dated. Those monkeys. That's kind of why. I mean, it's me, but that's kind of why I like Zathura a whole lot better. It's pretty much the same story, but I think it has better special effects and a better story. I mean, I have nothing against Robin Williams. I think he's great.
I mean, but it costs the same as what the Blu-ray costs now. Plus, maybe it'll actually look good compared to the last Blu-ray.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it'll look better than the last Blu-ray. Yeah. Now that they're remastering things.
Because the last Blu-ray didn't look too hot.
Yeah.
But if it's not CGI, it's only going to look more noticeably bad.
Yeah.
These are the ones.
Does Zathura even have? Does Zathura
That's
have
what
a Blu-ray?
Yeah.
This is the one I watched, and these are the two I got. I should be getting some more in the post. I'll be getting Train Spotting 2 soon.
Oh, good.
Maybe tomorrow.
There's a 4K of that too.
Yeah, I don't use 4K. I have a projector and it's not 4K.
Sasha, do you have Ben-Hur?
I have Ben-Hur, yeah, and I've got
You just wanted to make a new cover for it.
yeah, I've got the 3-disc set, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's quite funny to me. Rating it says drug misuse. It's not misuse. They're doing it right. I mean, what's misuse of drugs if they're getting it? That's misuse. Or
Well, misuse is like you're not supposed to do drugs, so that's misuse.
but if they're using it to ice their driveway or something, that's misuse.
Wow.
I just find it funny.
It's a different translation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're already doing casting for the new the It Chapter 2.
Yep.
And
yeah.
already they already got some pretty damn big people. I think. I don't know. I just saw it on Facebook, so it might be just, fake news. But it was Chris Pratt as Ben.
Wow.
I've heard talks of Jessica Chastain.
It Chapter 2 cast.
I'll never watch that film.
You won't?
It's I'm not scared of clowns, but I don't really like them. That's kind of creepy.
But he's only in the first movie.
Oh, is he?
In reality, Pennywise should not be in the second movie very much.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I meant including part 1 as well.
Because
No,
the reason he's a clown is because they're kids. When they're adults, it's other horrors
Right.
that
Right.
they're dealing with.
Yeah.
Which is going to be kind of odd because Pennywise in the remake is such a big deal right now. I can see Hollywood kind of screwing it up by putting him in the second part a whole lot.
Oh.
But
Well,
we'll
I think
see.
I think it's going to be the same director, so
Yeah,
hopefully the director gets the upper hand.
yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You know,
I'm crossing my fingers.
my only problem with it is the new Pennywise. His makeup makes him look evil, whereas Tim Curry's makeup makes him look like a clown.
Oh no.
You know, and what's scary about the clown in the original miniseries is he's an innocent, hi everybody, boys and girls, and then he gets this evil with the piercing teeth. Whereas the first time you see Pennywise in the remake, he already looks scary, and there's not much of a shock to it that he's going to be evil. You know. It should be that shock, that surprise, you know.
Yeah.
And
Well, I think that was the point, is to have for him to look creepy, because I think that's the only time that the clown is really, he actually acts like a clown is with Georgie,
yeah.
because with all the other kids it's something personal with them.
Well, it's also like Poltergeist. If you watch the original Poltergeist, the clown that's in the kid's bedroom looks like a happy clown. But the way Spielberg lit it and the thunder on it makes it kind of creepy. And when they did the remake, they made the actual clown face look creepy. They didn't use lighting or anything. It already looked like a horrifying clown. You know,
Yeah, well, that's kind of what they did with this. Well,
that's what I'm saying. It's like
they did lighting in this one.
Yeah, but
And
I mean,
have
the
you
whole
seen
thing with the the paint, he looked evil right from the beginning. He didn't look like a happy clown. It was, to me, it was just like, we got to make a clown. Let's make him look scary, you know. And
But have you seen the new It?
yeah,
movie?
yeah, it's like when
In
you see
theater?
John Wayne Gacy as the clown. Do you know who that is?
No.
John Wayne Gacy murdered like 30 guys and buried them in his basement or in the crawl space. And he was like a carpenter that would hire these guys, and then he would murder them and bury them. And he was like one of the most famous mass murderers, serial killers of all time. His name is John Wayne Gacy. They released pictures of him while he was murdering people as a clown, because he would go around the neighborhood and appear at children's parties and stuff. And he had this big smiley face. He was all like very cheery. But there's this one picture they always show. If you Google it, you'll see it. He's smiling, but the evil is in his eyes and in his smile. Even though he's got a happy face painted,
I've seen that picture.
he is so freaking horrifying to look at. And that's what I'm saying. When you saw Tim Curry, he had this happy smile, and he was, hi, boys and girls, and he was laughing, and but there was something scary behind it. Whereas the new It, the minute you see him, he's scary. I think they dropped the ball with that, but it worked.
Well,
it worked, and it made a lot of money.
It's not scary. It's just creepy.
Well, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be creepy. That's the thing. A clown
That's
should
like
be.
the point when you. That's one of the scene. Whenever Georgie sees the clown, because whenever Georgie is in the cellar, you see him looking at that bust and with the disfigured eye.
Yep.
And then you see that again with Pennywise. It's like progressively getting more and more scary.
Yeah, but a clown should look like a clown, like a funny guy, and the person wearing the makeup should look evil. It's a weird thing to translate. It's a weird thing for me to explain. It's because I'm working on a clown movie right now with some friends of mine, and it's a dead clown, and we want him to look happy like a clown, but we also want to give this creepiness to him because he's dead. So it's all about the actor playing the part. And I understand, and I've seen It, the remake, and he's great in the thing. But like I said, there's no part whatsoever in that movie where I can see that clown, him as that clown, going to a kid's party or being in a circus somewhere, because he looks evil from the very beginning. But that's me. That's my eyes.
Well, I still think the movie's probably top 5 of the year. But that's not really saying much.
I'll have to see more because, like you said, the Oscar movies will be coming out in the next couple.
Yeah, like Disaster Artist. I'm crossing my fingers on that.
Yeah. But I mean, did you think of what state are you in?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Did you have a Bozo show? A children's show called Bozo?
No.
We had a Bozo show that was. All you got to do is just go to Google and type in Bozo, and you'll see all these clowns, because different cities had different types of Bozo, but they all had the same kind of style of makeup and hair. And they all looked happy and cheerful. But if that person, that actor playing that clown, was looking leering at a child, like either to molest them or to murder them, they're still going to look happy. But there's something in the eyes that there's something not right here. And that's the way Tim Curry kind of did it, And I think the Pennywise and the we don't have to go on with this, but I think it was just like he was always scary in the new one.
Makeup was used as a disguise, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the makeup was too scary. It maybe that was it for me. It was just like, and all the posters and all the publicity stills, he was looking down and he looked up with his eyes and he just looked scary. And it's like, same with the Poltergeist remake. They showed the doll and the doll looked evil, like Annabelle or something. It was just, it's like, no, it's what's in the mind. It's what's in the eyes. But that's me. That, like I said, we can move on. We'll move on. But that's just me.
That makes sense to me. You should sort of have to build to that. Don't start at that level.
Yeah. Well, that's how the original It did. It was even the Georgie scene. There was just one shot of him with the teeth, and then boom, would cut. And every time you saw Pennywise, Tim Curry as Pennywise, he was happy. He was laughing. He was, and that was what was scary, is that he wasn't being scary. He was laughing and happy that you were going to die. you were going to come down and float, you know. But, whatever.
Talking about other potential, like great movies, just great movies for this year. When I went to go see Mother, like the real reason that I was going to the mall because that's where the theater was. I was going to go to FYE because I had like a 40% off coupon I was wanting to use before the end of the month. And it was like, okay, Mom, in order to make this trip like actually worth it, we'll go see a movie. So we were deciding between Mother, Stronger, and Battle of the Sexes.
Good choice with Mother.
Well, you don't like those other two?
Well, Steve Carell, or I mean, go with the creepy one.
I don't know what the other ones are.
Battle of the Sexes.
Battle of the Sexes is about the Billie Jean tennis match.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
is that Shia LaBeouf?
No, that's Steve Carell and Emma Stone in that movie.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf's just done a replay John McEnroe.
I thought Shia LaBeouf was in jail. Or going on a drunken stupor and attacking someone.
Well, he's done a film where he plays John McEnroe. I know that.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard of the other movie, Stronger, but that's one that's been getting raving reviews. It's got Jake Gyllenhaal in it. That one's
Oh,
I saw the trailer.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
I did see the trailer, and yeah, I'd like to see him. I really like him. I think he's the best actor of his generation, American anyway.
Yeah,
him and Tom Holland.
Yeah, the thing of we couldn't go see Stronger because if I had the ability to see Stronger, I probably would have saw Stronger instead of Mother. But there was only 2 theaters in my area showing Stronger, and they were like, it wasn't going to be at the mall I was going to, and so we wouldn't be able to make it in time. So yeah, we had like 8 minutes before the start of Mother by the time I was done in FYE. So it was like let's go see Mother, and I don't regret it.
There you go.
How was the sound? Everyone's saying how amazing the soundtrack is on Mother. Great use of surround sound. Or
to be honest, I didn't really notice a soundtrack.
Oh, that's not saying much.
Yeah, but I don't think Mother's really. It's not really that kind of movie. It's more sound effects and talking. And
No, I didn't mean the music. I meant the use of effects and everything.
as you mean visual effects or sound effects?
No, sound effects. I heard it was used very creatively and it's got great sound design.
I wouldn't know because I was in one of the smaller theaters in there because it's been a couple weeks and I didn't really notice anything.
Oh.
Felt honestly kind of like stereo.
All right. Oh, that's another one. You asked me what I got recently. I got The Burbs on Arrow Video, and I was really surprised by how great the sound on that is.
Yep.
It was incredible. And that's a stereo track. It doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, the Arrow Video is really good.
It's got a fully, I don't know how they do it, but it sounds like a 5.1 track. It's all around you, but it's only playing a stereo track.
I've had that before with like Oz, like we only have a stereo setup in my living room, and when I saw Oz the Great and Powerful, it kind of felt like a 5.1, even though I don't have 5.1.
That's good. Well, you don't have speakers placed around, but it kind of
Like
still,
my dad has like 4 speakers, one in each corner, but it's still stereo because the receiver doesn't support more than that.
okay, yeah, they're all outputting the sound from each one. There's no separation.
Yeah. It's just left and right. Yeah. What else is coming out? Release.
I don't really keep up to date with the new releases.
Because I know Blade Runner comes out this weekend. And
I'm pretty sure it's already out here. It's out here now.
but it doesn't come out for us till this weekend. There's an A24 movie called The Floor Project. And I'm pretty much interested in anything A24, so I'll probably watch that when it comes on Blu-ray.
A24, that's a studio, isn't it? That's the...
Yeah. I still need to watch a Ghost Story and Good Time. Because those are also A24 films.
Yeah, I'd like to see a Ghost Story. I saw Ain't Them Bodies Saints. It's the same director, isn't it? David Lowery.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, his previous film was really good, I thought. And it's the same cast. Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara. Yeah.
What else is here?
Ghost Story.
Let's see.
This is the one I'm thinking of.
I'm baffled that there's going to be a Tyler Perry Boo 2. Like, I'm like, just why?
There's going to be a what?
Tyler Perry's Boo 2.
Boo 2?
Yeah.
Like Boo, like B-O-O?
Yeah, because last year there was a movie called, Tyler Perry's Medea Halloween.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was called Boo. And now there's going to be a sequel this year.
Well, if it makes money.
Jeez.
I wish it didn't make money.
Well, it does, because there's a huge community that loves his movies.
If you build it, they will come, as they say.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see what else is coming out. A lot of movies that I have never heard of.
Jace was telling me. Jace was telling. Sorry, Jace was telling me yesterday. I need to watch Hell or High Water. Thinks I'd really like it.
Oh yes,
Good movie.
I have that. It's really good.
It's by the writer of Sicario. He directed and wrote it.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Real good movie.
I will see that.
I'm secretly actually kind of wanting to see Jigsaw, even though it's probably going to be terrible.
Sounds
I'm
like
going
a
to be
horror.
watching it. Yes. Yeah,
It's Saw.
the new Saw movie.
Oh, sorry. I thought
Jigsaw.
you said Chainsaw.
Oh no, Jigsaw. Yeah, it's probably going to be terrible because the trailers look terrible.
What is that? Part 12 or something?
Number 8.
How many of those?
8. Wow.
Oh,
Hey, it's better than Amityville, which is getting like with the 19th movie,
Jeez.
Amityville: The Awakening, and it's been delayed so much it's not even going to be getting a wide theatrical release.
And even the Amityville movie is not based off the remake, right?
I don't know. I've never seen a single Amityville movie.
For its time in the 70s, the first one was decent. But then they remade it, and it was okay, as remakes go. There were 3-4 sequels to the original 70s movie. And then in the 2000s, they did 2010 or something, they did a remake. And if this new one's coming out, it's not. I don't know where it fits in. Is it a sequel or a remake to the original, or a continuation of the newer one? You know, it's kind of odd to figure out.
There's a movie called 11/8/16, which is supposed to be about the election of Donald Trump, which that'll either I don't know how to feel about that, because political movies tend to be pretty awful.
Yeah.
Well, Wag the Dog was good.
I'm crossing my fingers that Coco will be good.
Coco?
Yeah, the Pixar movie.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the trailer.
I'm hoping Pixar can pull off another surprise.
They're usually good, man. They
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be forgettable, like Cars 3 was.
Well, yeah. I was gonna say I can't think of a bad Pixar movie, and then Cars 3, Planes 2.
That wasn't
Planes
Pixar.
2 isn't Pixar. That's
It wasn't?
Toon Studios.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Planes is Disney Toon Studios, the same people who do the direct-to-DVD Disney movies and the Tinkerbell movies.
Actually, Planes 2 is pretty damn amazing in 3D.
Yeah,
But you gotta get the remake or the import.
What costs like $38?
Well, I got it when it was cheap, but it probably is 38 now because it's out of print. But it's about firefighting. You know, those planes that drop the water and all that, and there's some beautiful depth, and the flames and the fire look great in 3D.
The Disaster Artist has a 94% already. Rotten Tomatoes.
I haven't seen. Is it called Inside Out? I still haven't seen that.
I really enjoyed that movie.
Me too.
It's one of my favorites. I don't get the hate for that movie either, because believe it or not, there is hate for that movie. When you search for it.
There should be. That's one of the emotions, isn't it? There's hate and there's anger and there's laughter and.
I don't know why, but whenever a movie is just like highly received by critics, I see nothing. I see mostly hate from audiences. Just because they're like, oh, it wasn't as good as I thought, therefore it's bad.
Yeah, I stopped listening.
But it's like the people who don't like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the old one.
Don't say nothing. That's my favorite horror film of all time.
Then I wouldn't look up in any reviews on that from younger audiences.
Oh, but younger audiences, yeah, you
got younger audiences, and you're talking about a movie from the 70s that moves slow, and there's like no gore in it, and they don't understand. They don't understand, tension and build up and horror of a psychological kind. They only are used to limbs being cut off and, jump scares.
Well, I guess count me lucky because I can actually I can enjoy a lot of older movies.
That's good.
Even if they're really, really slow.
You should. I mean, all you got to do is put it in your mind that this is a whole nother era. This movie was made back when, movies were this way. So you just got to look at them that way. It's like me watching an old silent film or watching something from the 30s or 40s. People don't talk like that anymore. People don't dress like that anymore. But you just got to go, okay, this is from this era. And there was a whole different type of style of filmmaking and acting you know, you just got to go with it. You know, there's a reason why, you know, King Kong and those old Universal movies are classics, is not because of the acting in that. It's just they're solidified in that time when there was nothing like that before, you know?
But yeah, everybody seems to be just accustomed to like the comic book movies.
Yeah.
You know, all the fast action movie. Like when I went to go see It Comes at Night, when that movie ended, nobody said a single thing. Nobody. Everybody just got out. They walked out of the theater.
Well, that's kind of like we were talking in the chat. I mean, there are some foreign horror films, and there are some films that are just so freaking intense that you won't believe your eyes when you watch them. And if you show those to any, you know, teenagers now, or even people in their young 20s, they'll freak the hell out, because there's nothing like that now, because you can't do that type of stuff now. Hollywood will not allow it. So, but the sad thing is, people won't read subtitles, so they won't watch those movies. They got to wait for the American remake, like The Ring or The Grudge. And those movies are so watered down that they lose their shock value, you know?
My main issue is that I just don't really like reading while watching. And that,
damn you.
I have to be in the mood. Like, I think I only have like 2 movies that are that require subtitles, and that's Pan's Labyrinth and Ocean Waves.
Okay. Now, do you have
Both
a problem? Do you have a problem watching those?
I haven't watched Ocean Waves yet. I own it because it's a Studio Ghibli movie that I still need to watch. And Pan's Labyrinth, I have to be in the mood. But
Yeah.
Is that because of the subtitles alone?
because I can watch the movie, but I just don't like always having to read.
The secret.
Because then
Sean?
my eyes are focused on the subtitles. I'm
Yeah,
not looking at like the actual actors.
Sean.
things.
The secret is, Sean, the more you watch movies with subtitles, the quicker you get the idea. You don't have to read every single word. You know, oh, and then boom, your eyes go right back up to the action, and then boom, you go down, boom, you go up, boom, you go down. Seriously, when I started watching foreign films like the classics, Seven Seal and stuff like that, I was like, I can't do this. The subtitles are going too fast. I can't read that fast. And I don't know what's happening up top because I'm reading. But seriously, the more you watch, it's like training yourself. You know, the quicker you'll get what they're saying, and you won't miss anything up top. You know, that's all I gotta say. Is you need to just see more of them. You need to see more of them and get used to the subtitle rhythm. You know.
In my experience, after a couple of minutes, you don't notice it. You're reading.
Yeah, that's how I feel now. It's like, okay, all right, this film has subtitles. You know, I'm watching indie movies, I'm watching Japanese movies or something like that, and it's like, oh, geez, okay, let's watch it. 5 minutes in, it's like boom, 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 boom. It doesn't bother me at all.
This might not be a good example, but Apocalypto.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's not a lot of dialogue in that film. It's mostly action, but I mean,
yeah, you know, like something like Irreversible took me forever because there's a lot of information happening in that story in those subtitles. So I wanted to concentrate on each word to find out what everything is being said. And the first time it was tough. The second time it was easier. The third time it was like, I know what's happening. And that's another thing, Sean, is once you see the movie the first or second time and you know the story, you don't have to read them because you know the story and you kind of know what they're saying, and you just then visualize on the picture.
That's why I own not Pan's Labyrinth. Since I've seen Pan's Labyrinth before, I can just watch it like that.
Yeah, and you know exactly what's going on, what they're saying, and maybe not every single word of what they're saying, but you know what's happening in the scene. Yeah, it's like that with any subtitle movie.
I've even watched films that I'm really familiar with. I know backwards and forwards. Actually, watch them in a different language.
Oh.
I used to do that when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I only had I had a VCR and maybe like 8 to 10 VHS movies, and they were all kids movies. I think I had Willy Wonka. I think maybe Shrek 2. I had Lion King 1 and 2. I had some Scooby-Doo movies, and I would watch those just over and over again. Whenever I got a DVD player, I got the DVDs of those movies as well. And I would change the language because I've watched them so many times.
What about the songs? They don't sing in other languages, do they?
They do in Hindi films.
They do. In Disney movies, they do.
Well, they do.
Because,
they don't do that. I know that.
In Spanish class in high school, we watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame in Spanish, and all the songs were in Spanish.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't. I
It
don't
didn't
think
sound as good. Didn't sound nearly as good.
That's not the case in live action.
Well, it's odd. Another thing is odd is when you watch in another language, the wording might be different. Because I know, like on a Spanish film, sometimes the words are backwards. The translation is backwards. The subtitle will be exactly like it is in an English film, but when they're talking, the words might be backwards. So when they do a song, it's kind of difficult because the melody might not fit with what the words are being said. I noticed this with with some Japanese and some Chinese films. You could listen to a song that's in one of those movies. I'm thinking of a Jackie Chan film. You can think of the song and hear it in English, and it has a da, 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 da. And then you would watch the movie in Chinese or Cantonese, and it's not it's they kind of change it to fit the language because the language is different than English language, if you know what I'm trying to say.
That's why it's usually better to just listen to what was originally recorded.
Well, or the English dub, if it's done well.
Because I mean, if I'm listening to a song in Japanese, the English dub of that song is almost always worse.
Yeah. Oh, anything in the English dub is worse, and it isn't because they're saying the words, but the actors who are doing the dubs.
Well, it's not as noticeable in animation.
Well, not so much in animation, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, you might watch an animated film and in the original language, and it has a different flow to it. Whereas when you watch the dub, it's totally different,
Yeah.
Well, they're able to kind of change the animation to go with the voice actors.
Oh, they do that on Pixar, on Ratatouille, whenever there's writing. If you play it in French, the writing on screen is in French.
Yeah.
It changes.
Yeah,
the,
they do that in
the
a lot
text.
of Disney movies, like in Zootopia, since it's called Zootropolis in the UK. If
Yeah.
you're watching the Zootropolis, they're going to say just Zootropolis, not
Yeah.
Zootopia.
And the mouth fits perfectly.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
On screen wording, well, on the menus, the actual text is in English. If you change it to another language, the text changes to French or Spanish.
Yeah.
It's
Some
not
of the
just
worst
dialogue.
some of the worst dubbing I've ever heard are in some of the Godzilla movies, the Toho Godzilla movies. And I grew up on them, watching them in English in America. And I got used to them that way. And it wasn't until DVDs started coming out and they started importing the movies with original Japanese subtitles. It was so much better because, one, the language fit the lips, and another, the enunciation or the excitement or the fright that these characters were feeling weren't like, oh, Godzilla's coming. Oh, we must run. It was more like, don't you go down. Oh, where are you? Like I'm making fun, but it's like you could tell these people are scared now. It's like, we gotta run.
A lot of films. Born on the 4th of July is one. They just get one person to read all the languages, and there's no inflection.
Oh, really?
They're just reading the words off a page. They do the female, male parts, all of it. With no.
I noticed they do that a lot with scene descriptions. Like he walks to the table and he picks up the map, and then you hear the voice. Like for blind people, I guess.
I will say one thing is you know how like Disney released all those like Studio Ghibli movies, like
yeah,
I'm pretty damn sure I've tried looking on the disc and I'm pretty sure they don't include the original audio, like the original Japanese.
I think
audio.
on the Blu-rays they do. I think
they do. I've got about a dozen of those, and they've all got original language and English.
The Disney ones.
Well, the ones I have, Spirited Away, Princess Monaco, yeah, they all do have the original language.
I'll go into the settings, into audio, and it only says English. And
oh no, when you first put the disc in, it asks you if you want to select English or original languages, but that's for the menu, not for the audio.
Yeah.
But once you go into
that's one of the things that I was looking at, because since the G Kids is re-releasing all those Ghibli movies, then they're going to be including improved dubs and improved subtitles and like all the original Japanese audio and like tons of subtitles and whatnot. And I'm like, well, I guess this is finally a good thing for all those people that wanted those originally.
Yeah.
Well, the ones that I have the original language and dubs. I think they come with French and Spanish and English and the original Japanese as well.
Another thing
I don't know why on mine I don't think they do.
Another thing I noticed on the Toho Godzilla films is they will make up, the U.S. will make up their own dubbing to fit the mouths. So in the old days, they would have the original, what the line was, and the mouth would never sync up. It would be like, and then you'd hear, oh, blah, 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 but it would never sync up. But now they're changing the dialogue so that the way their lips move, the English dialogue fits perfectly, but it's not the original translation of the original script. It's like they're actually rewriting the script. And especially with the Jackie Chan films, there is a lot of fans that hate that. And Sasha knows, if with this Hong Kong Rescue that they're doing, you could definitely tell that, because you could choose the audio track, the English dubbing audio track, and put the subtitles on, and they're saying different than what the subtitles say. You know, it's just so they can match the mouth up. So if someone says, "Oh, I'm happy to see you," in English, in the Japanese subtitles, it says, "Oh, it's so very glad. I'm so happy you were here."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but they change it to fit the lips. You know, it's that was another really bad thing, which is another reason why I grew to love. Let me see the original language in the subtitles. Let me see, you know, let me hear the original language and let me watch the subtitles. And
I'm just looking.
One weird thing I've noticed is with a lot of French animated films is that even though they're French, it's still American actors. Like originally doing it.
well,
Like
I think that's any country. If that film, that animated film, was released in French, I'm sure they have French actors doing the dubbing. You know, and
yeah.
or Germany,
just
they
thought
have
that
German actors doing the dubbing.
Because like when something like in The Little Prince, like Jeff Bridges, I think that's who. He's one of the voice actors in that. Yeah, that's originally him that they hired for that movie,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not actual French people doing the original recording.
Just looked at all of these. They all have the original language on them. All of these Studio Ghibli films. Japanese is on all of them.
Are those Disney released?
Yeah. Yeah, they're all Disney.
Okay.
I'll have to check again, but I'm gonna be getting the re-releases anyway and selling the old ones because I only got three of the old ones, the Disney ones. So I feel like I'll just get all the new ones and they'll all match.
Well, I mean,
No,
maybe
I-
look into
and
it. I know for a fact that they play in the original language because I've watched them.
I don't know. I'll have to check again. But the new ones will have improved dubbing as well.
Dubbing.
So that'll be a bonus.
Don't listen to dub. Watch the original. Listen to the original track.
Yeah, I would never choose a dubbing, but this is one where they got it right. Das Boot. The English dub on Das Boot is really
My friend is so pissed off at that release because he had the first English dub version of the shorter version, not the full miniseries.
Here's the full miniseries.
And they had voice actors doing the American dub. And that's how he used to watch it. When they came out with the full remastered version, I told him, you got to get this Blu-ray or DVD or whatever it was. It's the full version. And he goes, does it have English dubbing? I'm like, yeah, you could still watch it in English. And it's still the same movie. He called me the next day, pissed off, saying they use different actors for the dubbing. He could tell that the actor that played Jurgen Prochnow was not the same actor who dubbed the voice on the DVD. It was a different actor dubbing the voice on the Blu-ray, even though he was saying the same thing.
Right, because it was a film.
He was pissed off. He's like, that's not the same guy. I like the way this guy was speaking, not this new guy. And I'm like, what difference? I eventually said, dude, just put the German track on and watch the subtitles. Come on.
Really, the dubs on the Ghibli movies are, in my opinion, really good. So I have no problem listening to the dubs on those.
Well, like I said, or what we were bringing up, with animated films, that you can get away with that. I have Fantastic Planet, a French great sci-fi thing.
Oh no, that's not dubbed. That's in French.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
always watch the English dub because it's a better thing for me. Uh, I don't know why, because if I watch a real movie, a live action movie, I want to see the original language. But with an animated movie, I don't care because the lips still kind of work, and I'm getting
Yeah.
it, and I love the dubbing. It's just so subtle, especially with that movie. I think we should do
Gonna watch Shrek 3 in Japanese.
this in Japanese. But yeah, I that's the way I originally saw Fantastic Planet, was the American dub, and like I said, it really, not only were the visuals bizarre and wild, and it gave me a great experience the first time I saw it, but the dubbing was just like so quiet. Oh, we must put the man in the thing, and and then you watch the French version with the French sub or language, and it was a little different, and it was like, no, this ain't that same smooth talk that I liked. You know?
I remember years ago being in Italy, and I didn't watch the film in full, but I saw some of Twins.
Mm.
You know, Danny DeVito. That was really well dubbed into Italian. It seemed to match pretty well.
It matched, yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Now I know what I need to do. I need to watch every single one of my movies in Spanish. See which ones look good. See which ones look bad. I'll watch Blade Runner in French.
No, just watch whatever movie you want to watch in the language it was originally filmed in. Italian movies you can put aside, because all Italian, like the Dario Argento movies, the Giallos, all that other stuff, those are all dubbed afterwards.
Yes.
They don't record the dialogue while they're on the set. They're all dubbed later. So whether it's an American dub, an Italian dub, a German, it doesn't matter. It's gonna sound like it's dubbed.
One thing I kind of wish that they would include dubbing for most foreign 3D releases, because the subtitles really do get in the way of the 3D on those movies.
They don't.
They don't come out of your screen?
I do.
Well, no, I'm talking about just like regular subtitles.
Yeah,
Like,
they come there. That's part of the effect for me.
Me too.
Like when I'm watching.
I'm talking about like say if I'm watching just a regular American film with subtitles, then the subtitles don't come out of the screen. They're flat.
See, now usually they have a depth to them. For me,
only if they're like integrated into the movie. Like if a movie has like someone speaking a different language,
yeah,
and like the subtitles are ingrained into the film, then they're popping out.
like Avatar.
Yeah.
Then it comes right out at you. Okay.
Are you talking
Well,
about?
I never
Animation.
noticed. I never really noticed that. Probably because I was always watching it in English. There was no reason to watch the subtitles. And whenever there was a foreign actor on screen, whatever he was saying that was subtitled was away from, it came out of the TV, and it was right there at the bottom.
Yeah, live action or animation, you still get that same effect with 3D.
Yeah. Why would you watch a 3D movie with subtitles?
Well, if you have a Japanese film or the like.
Oh, I have one. It's the Flying Swords of the Dragon. What's it called?
Oh yeah, flying. I got that too. Yeah,
The Flying Daggers of the.
that comes out. That's out.
That's not in English.
Yeah.
I have yet to import anything, so I'm just talking about the normal American releases.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not busting your balls, but if it's an American release, why do you want to see the subtitle?
I mean,
I don't know the
I
character.
don't know why. I honestly think I have a hearing problem.
Oh,
Doctors say I don't, but whenever I'm watching certain movies like Revenant, I was trying to watch that yesterday. I had to turn on subtitles. I couldn't understand what they were saying.
well, that's understandable. Yeah.
Had to do that for The Witch.
Oh,
I mean,
but was that because of the heavy accent or?
there was an accent for that. I almost couldn't understand Javier Bardem in Mother.
Yeah. See,
And
I understand that. I have a friend who does not, he cannot comprehend UK speech, English speech. And I'm like, dude, it's English. He's like, sometimes it gets really cockney, you know? So like when he's watching Black Mirror or The Office, the original Office, he needs
yeah,
subtitles.
I need subtitles for The Office.
Yeah, see, that doesn't bug me.
But
I've seen so
Doctor Who
much.
doesn't bother me though.
Yeah.
The Office accents in The Office that I can remember.
I don't think so either, but he needed them.
I can barely understand them. But like animated movies, I don't think I've ever had a problem. Never had to turn on the subtitles for an animated movie.
Wallace and Gromit, you got Curse of the Were-Rabbit?
No, because I can never find those. I can never find the Blu-rays out in the wild. You gotta go get them on Amazon.
Because that, well, like I said, I grew up watching Python and Benny Hill and all that, so I have no problem with any type of accents from the UK. So,
well, I watched Wallace and Gromit as a kid, so I have no problem with those.
Okay. But you saying Revenant, I mean, that's an English thing. That's a different thing. Maybe, you know, God forbid your ears are kind of going.
There is some foreign language in The Revenant.
Yeah.
They sound muffled. A lot of them sound muffled, especially Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy sounds very muffled in every movie.
In that film, he's copying Tom Berenger in Platoon.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
His voice is
Never thought of that. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. That wasn't an accident.
Yeah.
But there are some movies where, again, like you said, that the second time I watch it, I don't need the subtitles. Because like Mad Max Fury Road, I needed subtitles the first time I watched it.
Really? Wow.
I couldn't understand a single thing anybody was saying, except for like some of the times when War Boys were saying like "Witness me," I heard that. But the chanting in the beginning of the movie, I forgot his name. The guy with the mask.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand a single thing he said. It just sounded like that's all it sounded like to me.
Do you have any problem with the last Batman movie with Bane?
Yes, I had to watch that with subtitles.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it because
I agree with you with that one. I had to put subtitles on for Bane also. Yeah.
I can understand it. Fine. Actually, he was louder than everyone else, so if anything, it was easier to understand.
And they actually went back and reshot or redubbed his voice because I think they had a pre-screening and people were saying they couldn't understand him with that mask on. And they actually went back and re-recorded all his dialogue to make it clearer. Yeah. And I still couldn't hear it. I still couldn't understand it.
Another one I had to do subtitles on Clockwork Orange as well.
Well, that I can see. That's a little weird because it's not normal talk. You know, it's its own language. But
like,
once you see it like 8 or 9, 10 times, like I did, it's natural.
I can watch.
Well.
I can watch Clockwork Orange without subtitles now.
Yeah. You've seen it enough. You love it enough.
A lot of people say that about The Wire as well.
Try the wine.
A lot of people say that about the wire.
Food, all right. I love that movie. Oh,
Oh my god.
you, you filthy old scoopta.
Oh my god. Have you seen any like gameplay of this game called um Conker's Bad Fur Day?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you should. I think you would like get it. I think you really like it.
What kind of game is it? Is it a first-person shooter? Is it a
No, it's a
over?
game. It was a game that was only on the N64, and it was kind of like are you familiar with Super Mario 64 or
Yeah.
Banjo Kazooie?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
64.
more like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more like that, where it's like the 3D platforming, and it's got tons of movie references, tons of jokes.
Wow.
There's a sunflower with boobs in it, and the way the game opens up is you're staring at. It starts out on his face, and he's like a squirrel, and he's like all like imagine Alex.
Yeah.
Shot.
Oh, with the eye.
That's what it is.
And zooming out.
As it's zooming out, you're hearing the music of Clockwork Orange, and
Oh.
you're hearing a monologue from Conker.
Oh,
And it's
LJ's in the
hilarious.
chat. Sorry,
It
LJ's in
was
the chat.
me, Alex, and my 3 droogies.
I just
We were in the
noticed that.
Korova milk bar.
LJ's in the chat. I just saw it.
Tom Perry died?
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty. Oh my gosh, are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's 3. Who were the other 2? Hugh Hefner, and who was the other one I just heard that died?
Dean Stanton.
No, that
Harry
was
Dean-
weeks ago. That was weeks ago.
Oh, you mean
No,
just,
just
the
this
last
week. Just this week.
I don't know.
We lost Hugh Hefner. Tom Petty now. Wow.
Ooh, House of Blues just mentioned that you'd be surprised what dialogue is missed without subtitles. That's very true. Because in It Comes at Night, the second time I watched the movie, I watched it with subtitles. Because first time, obviously, I can't do it with subtitles. I'm in a theater, so when I had the Blu-ray, I watched it with subtitles. And there are times when like a lot of what the actors are saying is very, very muffled. You can't like when have you seen It Comes at Night?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
But yeah, you know when the kid is like kind of sneaking around, he's trying to listen on other people's conversations.
Go ahead. I'm doing other things here. Go ahead.
But yeah, I couldn't hear anything.
That was
Oh,
fast, CP. Damn. Ooh.
Hello.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, Sean.
But yeah, whenever he's sneaking around, I couldn't hear any of the other conversations that he was trying to listen to.
Wow. Well, yeah, I guess, I mean, subtitles do help. I watch everything now because I'm in an apartment since I moved out of my mom's house since she passed. I watch everything with headphones. So watching Twin Peaks, the new season, was amazing because that's how Lynch even said you should watch the new series with headphones. So I have no problem hearing anybody speak, but I can understand. I can understand.
Yeah, even at school, sometimes I have to, when like someone's whispering to me, I'm constantly like, "What'd you say? What'd you say? I can't understand the damn thing you're saying."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
LJ, welcome back. What is it, 5 a.m. for you? And yes, we do send prayers and wishes to the people of Las Vegas who were shot frickin' down by another ass. CP, I don't know if you have your head on or anything, your headphones on or anything, but you wrote something really, really cool. If I don't know if you can look it up, but read the whole thing, man. That was pretty brilliant what you posted on Facebook. We can't hear you. Can't hear.
For me, CP's webcam is like frozen.
No, it's moving. Can't hear.
Oh, there we go. Well, I can. His webcam is moving now. I can't hear him though.
Yeah, he really wrote some really a huge paragraph, which was amazing. I want him to kind of repeat it because yeah.
I actually have the opposite problem. My hearing is too good. Small, really, really tiny sounds will hurt my ears. They're like, I hear small sounds like they're explosions.
Do crickets bother you?
A ticking clock will cause pain in my ears. Yeah.
Do you have crickets in England?
Yeah. Just someone tapping a spoon on a teacup. It hurts.
Really?
It's painful.
CP, are you ready?
Can he? We can't hear you.
Turn on subtitles.
Subtitles.
How about now?
Hey, there you go.
It worked.
Okay.
Welcome.
Yes, we're good.
Wait,
We're
dude,
good.
talk. I want to see your background. What are those superheroes up on a fire escape?
This is one of the Hanson brothers from Slapshot.
Oh, cool. You only got one? Not the three?
I don't know. This is my mother's house. What the fuck do I know?
Oh, jeez. Are you you're in New York now, right?
Yes, sir. It's only
Welcome back, my
It's
friend. Welcome back to the
12:30.
madness. Welcome back to the madness of President Trump.
dude. I was here 26 hours, and then I'm watching the news, and like, oh, another shooting. I'm back.
Do you have that paragraph you wrote on Facebook?
Yeah. All right. So I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, read that, man, because that was right spot on.
Thank you. Let's bring politics to the movie talk.
There we go.
I said, who in the fuck needs a silencer on a fully automatic weapon that isn't employed by armed forces? We can't buy alcohol before noon on Sunday, say fuck on national television at any time, or drive a vehicle without proper testing and renewals. But the Second Amendment simply protects all these nonsensical points. I said, stop it. Something needs to be discussed at the very least. It's Cancer Awareness Month, and that kills people. So how about starting with some sort of how do we handle guns awareness month or something? I've been back for 36 hours and really want nothing to do with the blunt-headed people who watch dozens of kids and teachers murdered at the place of education, dozens of people murdered and injured at a movie, hundreds of people murdered and injured at a concert, and simply reply with the politics, or if the victims had guns of their own, blah, 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 blah. We sing the song about how to seal the borders and how ISIS needs to be kept out. I've listed major mass murders by Americans on all different types of Americans. That stupid bullet point defense needs to end. Somebody needs to recognize that our own citizens are doing just as much damage to one another as those potential threats from outside the country, probably more. Maybe if you flew a plane into that crowd, we'd be talking about how to stop more attacks in the future.
Bravo.
And that's my time.
There you go. Thank you. Good night. I'm here till Thursday.
Try the veal.
Try the veal.
Yeah, well said.
I guess.
I saw that earlier on Facebook, and I was like, oh, someone's finally speaking the truth, man.
Well, like, I get it. I get it. We have rights, but, we have rights to drive too, but we have to take tests and, make sure that you're able to do that. it's your right to have a gun, but if you're not able to handle it, you shouldn't have a gun. That's kind of the way it's got to be.
Yeah. And how the fuck did he get into a hotel? I mean,
Dude, his wife was like an employee of the hotels.
I was gonna say, don't hotels have those beep 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 when you go through?
Horn?
Like they do
Lost
in
in
schools.
Space Robot?
Metal detectors and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, maybe.
But Vegas, from what I understand, Vegas is a gun-free, concealed carry. Okay.
Well, then the beep 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 wouldn't even mattered.
No. Fucked up, man. Fucked up. All right, let's bring that show back up.
Indeed. Why isn't Hoarder in here?
He was right there.
No, I mean
His old
here.
roomie.
Come on, Hoarder, get in.
Oh, Hoarder. Oh, not.
Oh, excuse me.
That is Hoarder. Yeah, House of Blues, Hoarder. Change his name. He confuses me.
I don't want to say his real name because
I looked for House of Blues and I get all this other crap. I look for Blu-ray Hoarder and there he is.
See?
Go back to your old name, Robbie.
Oh, see, I was going to avoid saying it, but
Yeah, no,
you did it.
We all know. We all say it. Maroon. Everybody knows CP, right?
If you don't, it doesn't matter.
Underage knows, and Sasha is probably in the bathroom.
No, I'm trying to find
Your new scan. Your new scan.
I'm just putting some things away. I seem to have lost my quarry.
Quarry?
Yeah.
How do you lose a quarry? It's a big hole in the ground.
What? Yeah, I have the wrong definition. What did you lose? A quarry?
It's a series quarry.
Oh, television series. Okay.
Oh.
I'm thinking big hole in the ground.
I'm thinking a place where you kick up rocks.
Bury bodies. Yeah.
Yeah.
LJ, you don't know me, so take it easy. And yes, I am a funny guy. Nobody knows me.
So, well, I won't get into this live.
What? What?
Welcome back.
I'm intrigued. Thank you.
No, I was just gonna bring up where you're living. What are you doing?
My mom's house. I'm a glorified vagrant.
Okay, you said it. I'm sure you're looking.
No, I have financial situations that I need to wait on. So at the time being, I'm stuck.
That's understandable. Understandable. At least you have a place.
I had a nice place. The place I had was quite all right.
Like I said, offline, we got to talk. What the F, man?
Yeah.
But no, seriously, since we're talking face-to-face or video-to-video, I'm so glad you're getting back into stand-up.
Oh,
or you're
thank you.
planning to get back into stand-up.
Yeah. It's funny. I kept meaning to, when I was supposed to be in London for a week, but that got cut drastically short.
Did they refuse you again? Chase you away?
It was just a one time, Roger. I don't know why you think it's multiple times, but it was just one time. I had plans on doing at least one of the comedy clubs in London, so I guess I'll just have to do it in New York now. I'll have to settle for the mecca of stand-up comedy.
That would have been interesting to do your stuff in New York or in England, which would have been a little different.
What's funny was I was trying to tweak and tailor because our we have the same language, but there's different little things.
Sure.
Like fanny pack is something that just
you can't say
does not
that.
have the same. Yeah, well, yeah. And I was writing material based on stuff like that.
I have many hot dogs in my fanny pack.
Yeah, you got it. See,
means a lot of difference.
You might as well say cunt pouch.
But I'm glad you're back in the States. And sadly,
Thank you.
yeah, you came back at a really effed up time.
Well, I didn't land in Vegas, so I guess
No.
it could be worse.
Could be a lot worse. Yeah. Yeah.
But thank you.
Anyway,
Mhm.
what can I say
I
to bring everything
I
up?
almost forgot to. You talked about Irreversible
Yes.
earlier, and I was honestly kind of wondering, do you own Love in 3D?
No, I was going to import it. I have not bought it yet. I do have a downloaded copy in 3D, and I did see the infamous shot, I'll just say. And that kind of turned me off, like, I don't need to have this on Blu-ray. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only just recently learned of that movie. And yeah.
Which one are you
If-
talking about?
Love?
Irreversible.
No, Love.
Oh. That's the one that Disregarding Henry is always raving about. He said that's the best 3D he's ever seen.
Well, if you're into that, if you're into that, maybe it's an art house film, mainly sex, and the shot I'm talking about, you should understand, goes right at the camera
Oh, I can, yeah.
in 3D.
No, that's not.
The shot,
The shot.
the climax.
No, not the end. It's in the middle of the movie, CP.
Yeah, that's not.
But yeah, the climax.
That doesn't need to be in 3D.
No. I mean,
Speak for yourself. Wait, I mean, ew.
I mean, what's the other one with the all one shot overhead, the hotel, reincarnation, and then you see the penis going in and out and in and out.
What?
Lars Van Trier movie.
Oh, Nymphomaniac?
No. The one before that. I have it. I can't think of it.
Antichrist?
No.
Melancholia?
No.
No, it wasn't
Maybe
that
it
one.
isn't Lars Van Trier.
It wasn't Melancholia. I saw that. There was no.
I'm just thinking of all my Lars von Trier stuff.
Oh, frick, man. Oh,
I only know Blu-ray.
it's all through the guy's eyes, and when he blinks, the screen goes black and blinks, and you're like, what the hell's wrong with your video? And it's the guy's eyes are blinking.
Sounds like being John Malkovich, except it's not.
What the fuck is it called?
I don't know. Thanks, Roger.
Yeah.
Now I'll be thinking about that if you don't get it.
Maybe it's not Lars von Trier.
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
No, I think so.
IMDb.
I've accidentally turned my last video to black and white. I didn't mean to do it, but my last video is black and white.
Ooh, trendy.
I can't fix it. Just
It's the Chrome edition.
I'll probably get comments about why is it black and white. But haven't without me meaning to do it. Oh, I think Robbie's onto something. Is it Gaspar Noah?
Gaspar Noé. Yes,
That's the director.
that's a director. What's the movie, Robbie?
Well, at least you can narrow it down now.
No, I know it's not Breaking the Waves because I have that. I've seen that. That's not.
But Gaspar Noé is the director of Love.
Oh, oops.
Which is why he did that
We've come in a circle.
scene that I'm talking
No
about.
pun intended.
Got the damn Enter the Void. Enter the Void is.
I haven't seen that.
About.
I
Yeah,
haven't touched it.
there's a shot near the end where you are inside the female anatomy, watching something
Is
coming
there a better
close to
place to
you
be?
and back out, and coming close to you and back out, and coming close to you, and then you get drenched.
Oh,
Yep, and it's on film. Yep.
So you could have got it in an extreme close-up, in other words.
Extreme. Land of the Giants extreme. It's a great movie. It really is. Technically wise, if you watch it, it's an amazing one shot. It's one of those one-shot films.
One of those
like
gimmicks.
Victoria. Yeah, one of those gimmicks. But lots of sex, lots and lots of nudity and sex, just like Gaspar Noé likes to do.
Just like my home life. Wait,
what?
no. But
I know touching the void, but I don't know enter the void.
your hand still counts as sex, right?
Funny, LJ.
I'm actually getting really, really, really hungry. I might have to eat something.
All this talk about sex has got you worked up.
Is it like 5 in the morning by you?
What time? I don't know because my
5:44.
it's 5:45.
That yeah, all right. Well,
CP's got like an armful of, Denmark time, Chicago time,
well, I have on my watch.
English time. What the hell did that bruise come from?
Yeah.
12:44 for me.
Did anybody ever wake up and all of a sudden you have a bruise on you and you don't know where it came from?
Yes.
Me too. I just held my hand up and I looked. I was like, where'd that come from? And then I'm looking at my neck. Where the hell did this come from? What the hell is this?
You have lesions. You're all
No, it's like smooth. It's like nothing. It's under the skin. Under the skin. I'm an alien.
Speaking of nudity.
Yes, great flick, man. I really like that movie.
If you really want to know the movie you're talking about, just look it up on Mr. Skin.
Mr. Skin.
What? Enter the void. What is it called?
No. Under the Skin.
Under the Skin.
Which is just what I'd like to do to Scarlett Johansson. Be under the skin.
And that deformed elephant guy.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Who was a real deformed man that did a great little acting job, I thought.
Would that not be leprosy? No.
Was it? Would it be leprosy?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'll just say the wrong thing and then get myself in trouble.
Who did that? That wasn't
Jesus Christ?
No.
Oh.
Jonathan Glazer made Sexy Beast as well.
You're talking about
Ben Kingsley, right? Sexy Beast.
You hear that? Yeah. He also made a great film called about
Which one?
Birth. It's this boy.
Don't know it, so I can't talk about it.
It's about a young boy who claims that he's a man in a child's body.
That's the one with Nicole Kidman taking a bath with him, right?
Nicole Kidman and Lauren Bacall's in it. Yeah, you know the one.
Yeah, that was the controversial. She's taking a bath with a little boy, naked.
if you want to
It's okay because he's an adult.
Now we
he's
can't
really
say
a
nobody's
little boy.
talking about it because we're talking about it now.
I didn't know it was controversial.
If you're gonna talk about nudity,
Oh boy.
Jennifer Lawrence and Mother, but completely unfathomable.
Well, her.
It's what's happening in the movie.
Well, if you want Jennifer Lawrence in a fathomable nature, then.
What's happening?
CP, have you seen Mother?
No, but I've seen Jennifer Lawrence fully in the buff.
The buff.
Speaking of fappening.
The fappening.
I mean, I was doing research for a friend.
You know Mr.
Sure
Skin?
you are.
Sure.
I haven't heard of Sexy Beast, but I've heard of Sexy Monkey.
You haven't heard?
That's Robbie in the chat saying, I heard of Sexy Monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Are we just calling him Robbie now? Robbie, do you like being called Robbie? Oh, I'm dying.
Oh, he's dying. Oh, my God. Call the medics.
That's also a fake name, I think. I was told that's his real name.
I don't know, but for years, even before me and Sasha got talking, I knew him as Robbie. So back on Sammy's channel. So
Well, I guess, yeah, he didn't make fun of a small kid, so he doesn't have to worry about his name being out there.
oh, Robbie's cool, man. Hey,
This one's for you.
speaking of which, speaking of which, are you getting like those warnings from North Korea? I hear that Hawaii and is it West California are starting to get emergency broadcast signals saying people should take cover and not take cover, but be prepared, get prepared for old Kim Jong shooting his missiles off.
Sure. The only preparation you're going to do for a nuke is say, "Oh, what is that light?" And then
Now put your head
Bye.
between your legs. And,
yeah. Did you hear that noise? It's getting really hot, isn't it?
It's getting hot. Boy, is it windy.
Yeah. I don't want to know. Don't warn me.
Oh, it did. An air raid siren went off at noon today. Wow. That's what I heard on the news, that you guys are getting like in preparedness.
Well, Robbie's heading to the mainland relatively soon, isn't he? See, I'm going to start calling you Robbie now. Yeah.
Come to Florida where there's only hurricanes and not
Come to
nukes.
Florida and just stay away from Vegas.
Yeah. Damn idiot shooters. This is my weapon. This is
I
my.
think I might be getting off soon because I gotta wake up.
All this
Well,
talk
we don't
about
want to hear
alarms.
that.
What?
Yeah, if you're going to get off, just, you don't have to share your feelings with everybody.
Just go in the other room.
Yeah, just go get a napkin.
Turn your camera off.
Go take care of business.
No, it's like almost 1 o'clock, and I gotta wake up for school tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Cool. Blech. Do you know I'm like still on Denmark time, so it's like early morning for me. It's like time to start the day.
But it's really what, midnight?
It's 12:50.
12:50.
I'm only an hour in front of you now, Roger. Only.
My camera's off because I'm in my kitchen. That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
Yeah, you're really taking a
kitchen.
pee. Are you taking a piss? Are you having a laugh?
He's making a smoothie.
He probably is.
I could do. I'm too noisy.
Lots of protein. A protein smoothie.
Protein smoothie.
Roger, what does breathable Dennis's mean?
I really don't know. I have been pondering that since I said it, saying what would sound like either one of those words and why. I can understand me wanting to say something and it coming out wrong.
Dude, here's the problem.
But there's nothing that sounds like either one of those words that would make sense.
Well, Dennis makes sense. It's just a breathable. Like, here's the problem. Dennis showed me the video like almost right before I left, and you're all groggy, and you're like, meh, 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 meh.
Sure.
And then they ask you, wait, what did you say? And you reserve yourself. You get composure, but then you say breathable Dennis's, and it's just
Yeah.
like,
and it's repeated to me a couple times, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I meant.
what else would I be talking about?
Breathable Dennis's. I have no idea.
What the hell happened after I got off? Like, seriously.
I have no idea.
Reachable dentists.
No, I wasn't. There was no reason for me to mention the dentist. No reason about a dentist.
Well, Dennis,
Venice,
that makes sense.
Tennis,
the blue
Menace.
corner, but what?
tennis. Was I talking about tennis? reachable tennis?
See-
It doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense.
Was Dennis the blue corner in on the stream at all, or the
No.
chat?
Not at all. Not that night. He didn't even come in for. Maybe he was on the chat, but that was about it.
Yeah. So there's the subliminal thing right there. So the Dennis part, that one makes sense more
But
than
the
anything.
breathable.
No, yeah, that's where I'm like, what? And when you correct yourself,
I'm about to rewatch that video.
I'm so glad I kept it.
that hit me so many different stages because I was like, wait, what did he say? And then the fact that you take a second and get your composure and then just say, yeah, breathable Dennis's.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Is that what you? Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah. What? I have no idea. I was in a drunken sleep and stupor, apparently.
Mhm.
And I just, I remember that night being very long. That video was like 8 hours. It was almost to the end. And I was just down. And for like 40 minutes, Robbie and Jason and everybody else was just, well, is he going to wake up? I don't know. Let's take bets.
See, Robbie's saying that I was in the stream, then left, and we asked to tell Dennis to join, and then you fell asleep.
Yeah.
So the Dennis part makes sense. It's just the breathable part that maybe you had a dream and then you brought the dream into reality.
What does breathable rhyme with?
Okay. I'm trying to rewatch that video.
Believable?
Why would I say believable?
It sounded like Deniges.
Deniges.
Images?
When you're mumbling it.
We're gonna have to JFK that clip back into the left.
Back into the send it to a voice specialist.
It sounds like believable Deniges. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like when you first say it.
Oh, Roger. Underwater.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Hey, it's content for the channel,
Content, yeah. Advertiser friendly.
Don't know what it means.
The second time you say it sounds like
Still waiting for the
breathable
t-shirts.
This breathable Dennis's moment is brought to you by Flonase.
It will make it into the channel trailer at one point.
along with your montage of belches.
Ooh.
You were supposed to make that for me, my friend. I'm still waiting.
You can't make a montage of yourself burping?
No, I want him to go through every defending video, which are like,
Christ.
that's
almighty.
probably like a week
year.
long,
Yeah.
year long, and cut out every single belch.
Tag you in.
LJ's here.
Breathable Dennis's.
Greetable? Not greetable.
Don't you
Do you know what the funniest thing about
Deniges? Don't you mean?
It's just,
Yeah, the funniest thing was he said breakable Dillingers, and then when they were like, "What?" he went. Thing is, he looked at everyone else like they were crazy. And went, breathable Dennis's. Like, don't you understand what I'm
I
saying?
did look at him like, I didn't hear. It's like,
Clearly,
Did I
you
stutter?
should know what I'm talking about.
Did I stutter? Yeah.
It's like, you're all the crazy one. How could you not understand what I mean? Breathable Dennis's. But it's the fact that you stop, look at everyone, just go, breathable Dennis's. The thing,
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
everyone else was so confused though, because at first you said breakable Dillingers. They were like, what the fuck's a breakable Dillinger?
Could have been dialysis. Dialysis.
Breathable
Believable
Dennis's.
paralysis?
Nothing.
I was-
Nothing that you can imagine fits in those two words. Nothing
It's a-
makes any sense.
It's a
That's like one
mystery.
of those situations where you accidentally say something and you know you said it wrong. Like you went to go say, hey, how are you? And you accidentally go like, hello there. And they go, what? You went, didn't you hear me? I said, hey, how are you? And you don't want to feel embarrassed. It's like, I don't know what I said. Breathable Dennis says, yeah, let's go with that.
Like I heard
it.
it. Like I was like, Dennis's. And I heard it. And so they're like, what? Breathable Dennis's.
Oh God! I just like how that was your first response. It's like,
Wait, what's the thumbnail?
I'm too tired to think of anything else. Breathable Dennis's. Let's just go with it.
What is the thumbnail though?
Oh, it's just a guy, a diver, breathing a tank of Dennis's.
just make that an advert. Is your Dennis unbreathable? Have no further. Or we got the breathable Dennis. It's on sale now.
I love John Steele. He's like, does that mean he can't breathe? What?
I like how Robbie's almost dying. He goes, stop killing me. Stop.
I love how when you Google breathable Dennis's, that's the first thing that comes up. Don Star's video.
Yeah, but who would Google that?
See, that's weird, because when I typed up breathable Dennis's on Google, butt plugs came up. I was kind of worried.
I need to make a short film.
I think that's more in tune of what you've been looking up.
I typed in breathable Dennis's and butt plugs came up.
I type it and I get sports jerseys or whatnot.
Sports jerseys?
And a chair.
And a chair.
What?
The shit.
What is life?
What is
At Office Chairs USA.
Wait, why is Sasha in the chat now? Sasha, what are you doing?
I'm just saying hi to Trini.
Oh, all right. Well,
Specifically, chair.
officechairs.com.
What's this?
Do they have a breathable Dennis chair?
That's what came up when I took the breathable Dennis's.
It's just give me one of those mysteries, like how did King Kong get off the island?
How did...
Why did Roger say breathable Dennis's? I have a bunch of conspiracy theories.
Why do I say anything?
Do you know how people turn around and say, if there's one question that you could ask and get the answer to in life, what would it be? I guess Roger is going to be, what the fuck did I mean by breathable
Next time
Dennis?
on Game Theory.
It's like a Family Feud bad question, bad answer.
Oh,
Oh my god, it's like a
Name something you would need. Name something you would need while you go scuba diving. Breathable Dennis's?
Okay, you've seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right? You remember the episode where Charlie was one of the people that got surveyed? So for every question, there was just like some weird ass answer that Charlie would get right every time. Oh my God,
Breathable Dennis's sounds like a kind of guy you'd like to take with you swimming if you can't swim. If I drown, I want a breathable Dennis with me. The thing is, you said there's more than one. I wouldn't mind. It's not even breathable Dennis. It's breathable Dennis's.
Yeah.
Which means that you wanted more than just the one.
Now that you say it like that, it does sound like some sort of swimmy thing that you give a kid. Don't forget your breathable Dennis's. If you're going to go in the deep
Sounds like Michael Jackson would give to a kid.
Maybe it was beatable. Beatable, not breathable.
Beatable Dennis, that sounds like child abuse.
Yeah.
Beatable Dennis's.
What's a replacement for Dennis's? Why would I say Dennis's? What else could I be saying?
So I thought you were saying Terminator Genesis.
Genesis?
maybe it stands for beating up Dennis.
Breathable does not sound like Terminator.
Well, Genesis.
No, that doesn't. But Genesis sounds like Genesis.
Pretty close.
Oh, maybe you could,
Terminator Genesis.
Trying to make logic of Drunk Roger just a lost cause.
it's a song by Genesis called Breathable.
Yeah, now we're getting into like conspiracy stuff here.
Do you know what it was? See, Roger's secretly God, and he was explaining the chapter of Genesis in the Bible. He was saying that before breathable Genesis, people couldn't breathe, so the entire population just died before the breathable Genesis. Oh man, Roger, when you sleep and when you're drunk, man, your responses to life are just. Because the other stream, when you fell asleep, man, you woke up like the turtle from Neverending Story, like your head slowly lifted, your eyes wide, like.
I know, it's like, where the fuck am I? I didn't even know I was asleep. It was just like a second. I put my head down and boom, I was up. I was just resting my eyes. Yeah.
We was all expecting to see the keys indented into your face.
My forehead.
Look like a waffle on his head.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh.
Roger.
Now that's what I call a stream.
Classic time of my channel.
You should call your streams on sleep streaming.
Sleep streaming.
The stream where Roger eats a bowl of cereal and then leaves.
I'm really asleep. You are all a dream. Ask me questions.
Did Genesis do a song called Breathe? You could say Breathe by Genesis.
Okay, but that doesn't explain why he said broken dillagers first.
Broken dillagers.
Because that's what confused me first. He said broken dillagers. I was like, what?
Broken dentures.
We've been discussing this for half an hour. We're no closer to a definition for the record.
No, there is no answer. There is no answer.
I told you it's one of those mystery questions of life now. Like, everyone's going to be wanting the answer. It's going to be the most searched.
Dentures.
Yeah, but it has
See,
wrong
that's the
theory.
thing,
Nobody's right.
Breathable denises is going to be the most searched question on Google compared to what's the meaning of life.
One of those things, what's it called, a meme, where someone asks us a question, that's the answer.
Or if you type into Google, what does BR, and then it finishes for you. Breathable denises mean? I'm done.
All right, I got to head to the bathroom and take a breathable dentist.
That sounded so wrong. It sounds like he was going to dunk Dennis's head down the toilet. Oh,
Dillingers.
That's what he said first. He goes broken dillagers. It's like, what? Breathable denises? Like, that answer's no better than the first one, mate.
Let me correct myself.
I like how you thought the second answer made more sense than broken dillagers.
It was full of confidence, too. Of course I said breathable denises.
Of course.
Yeah. So why wouldn't I have said breathable denises? It's clear.
Hang on a second, maybe he thought he was talking to Dennis.
But still, even with that, what's the breathable part for?
Yeah. So did he question his airways? Are you breathable, Dennis?
Well, this is my questions and an answer. So.
It doesn't answer any fucking question. So this is
It only presents more questions.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck was he on when he thought of breathable denises and broken dillagers? I don't think there's any alcohol strong enough to make you doubt broken dillagers for breathable denises. I don't see it. I don't see it. All that makes you question what the fuck was he dreaming when he said it.
Maybe. And see now, Roger, get back here. I'm trying to think if maybe he was still taking his antibiotics. Because if you mix, you get a little.
Oh, yeah. That should be a warning on the packet. Do not cross antibiotics with alcohol because you'll think of broken dillagers and breathable denises.
I think there are a couple of warnings.
may make you hallucinate about your Denmark friend.
Warning, may contain breathable denises.
May not contain breathable denises. Have to replace with broken diligence. The fuck, broken diligence was more crazy than fucking breathable denises. How would you even explain that to your doctor? It's like, I was live streaming last night. Yeah, something happened. What? Well, there's kind of a debate going on around here. Yes. It's either broken diligence or breathable denises. The fuck? Whatever you're taking, we haven't prescribed it. Go home.
Roger, I told you to wash that down with water, not scotch.
Oh,
You should put that in your stand-up, see?
It would take too long to explain it.
the thing is, people just laugh because they have no idea what the fuck breathable denises stands
And
for.
just kind of look at each other like, what? Is this guy having a stroke? Are we...
Hey,
That should be your opener, man.
Here's the theory. The acronym for breathable denises is BD. You know what else that's an acronym for?
Big dick.
Sure. I was going to say Blu-ray disc.
That's BRD, no?
No, do you know what? No, CP, man, when you do your next live show, just walk on. Before you say anything, you just go, breathable denises. And just see what anyone... It's like, did we just pay money for this?
No, that's your goodbye, everybody. It's the denises.
No, that's broken diligence. That'll leave them more confused.
So be sure, Tippy Waitress, just be sure and breathable denises. Wait, what?
Oh,
I think the comedian just had a stroke before he left the stage.
the funny thing is, it'd be funny if someone went, ha ha ha, channel don't stop.
I just Googled that last week. Found a picture of
Thing is, with breathable Dennis, all I see is Dennis wearing a Bane mask. Hello, my blue troopers.
I have a steelbook update.
Have you sounded like he sounds like a much happier gold member?
LJ, since you're here, would you like to see the sleeve? Well, I'll keep it in place.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
What? No. This one's not for me.
Print shop Sasha, here we come. Or not.
I don't think you heard it.
What?
Oh, I heard.
Hey, Sasha. On your channel, you posted a video, and I saw Cooper Clover on the thumbnail. Was that an old chat?
Yeah, because before we got talking, there was an hour of LJ explaining how to use the editing tool for the pictures. So I just took that out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And that's the same thing with my last.
Do you guys like Star Wars?
What?
Wait, what's happening? I see a bunch of retracted messages.
What is it? So, what is Breathable Dennis is the new Sith of the new Star Wars movie? Starfader's weird cousin.
Breathable Dennis is like, fuck, what are they called? Midichlorians.
That's Wyndham Refn's new movie, Breathable Dennis's.
And it's, oh god, it's just Dennis on alone on a boat in the middle of the ocean with a scuba diving outfit. Does he breathe or does he not? Breathable Dennis is.
Maybe in your dream you're giving him CPR.
CPR. Ha 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 ha.
Ah, ha, ha.
It's all starting to come together.
Yeah, they can make a link there.
All right. What were we talking about before all this?
Nothing that made sense.
I need to go.
Jennifer Lawrence nude.
CP, since you haven't made a video in a long time, what's the best movie of the year that you have seen so
Raw,
far?
raw.
Raw, really?
Raw.
I was a little disappointed by the end, man. Where'd he go? He's gone.
He said something
Raw,
bad about his favorite movie.
Goodbye.
Oh my god.
Or was he just naming his favourite Katy Perry song?
Well, I have to go.
Anybody
I have to
here
go
see-
anyway. It's
anybody
1:13.
here
I
see
need to
Raw?
go.
No, I haven't seen it. That's a French film, isn't it?
Or Japanese. It has Japanese girls, schoolgirls. Or is it
It's a
French?
film.
I'm pretty sure it's French. I've seen the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to go.
All right.
Okay.
I like Sasha. All right, go. He's like, all right then. All righty. Klaatu, Barada, Nikto.
Alrighty.
All right then.
Oh, I saw an interview with Jim Carrey today. He was saying he doesn't exist. No one exists.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic we can get into.
I'm gonna go.
Thanks for
See ya.
joining. Hey, I was going to ask you before you go, do you play games on PC at all?
Yeah.
You do? Are you associated with Steam?
Yes, I'm friends with you on Steam.
Oh, how come we never played together?
I don't know, because I think we have very, very different games.
Oh, okay. You're not a GTA guy?
I have GTA, but my internet sucks, so I never play the online.
My GTA keeps freezing on me. So, you know what? It's real cheap. Get Zombie Army Trilogy, and we can kill zombies together.
That's all a matter of money. 'Cause I
What,
was
20
also-
bucks? You can't raise 20 bucks?
Well, there's another game that's $20 right now that I've been thinking about. This Cuphead.
Oh,
Robbie says you might be thinking of a film called Tag. Raw is French, not Japanese.
oh, maybe just because of the names. No, this is the vegan cannibal one that I'm thinking.
I'm pretty sure it's
CB was talking about.
yeah, that's a French one.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm saving my money for the new South Park game, really. So,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's a co-op game.
What, the South Park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be cool to play, something with you.
I can check this G2A, see how much that game is. Yeah, it's probably around $10 on G2A.
Okay. Hoax plays Friday the 13th.
Well,
I
he did
have
say-
not gotten that game. I hear, and what I've seen, it's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it really is. It's not worth the price tag. Like, if you get it on sale, you'll have a fun time with it, but
Yeah.
it's not worth the money. Or
Kind of
the
repetitious.
price.
Kind of
Yeah, there's
repetitious.
very
Unless you have a
things
lot
to
of
do in the
friends
game,
playing with
not many
you.
maps.
Yeah.
People have been complaining lately because people have run out of things to do. Whenever somebody is like a civilian,
Mhm.
they'll kill the other campers,
Wow.
or they'll just instantly leave the game. So you got a Jason and no campers,
Yeah.
because nobody wants to play as campers because it's not fun.
Yeah, that's why I don't have it yet. And you're right, it's still a little high. Maybe if it's, $10, pick it up. Maybe in 3-4 years I'll get it.
Yeah, the Zombie Army trilogy is about $8 on G2A.
So I was saying it's pretty cheap. Wait, what's it on Steam?
I don't know. Let me check. $45.
Come on. It's not. I didn't pay that.
That's how much it is. It's $45 on Steam.
Get the hell out.
That's what it says.
Unless I got it on sale.
Are you sure that it actually has online co-op though, and not just local co-op?
Oh yeah.
LJ, why are you saying my name in the chat? Just say it on camera.
Wow, $45. You're right.
If you talk, I can hear you.
Seriously, I got this game for like $20, maybe less. Must have been on sale.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like 10 people you can join in with.
I'll have to think about it.
No, don't pay that much. Don't pay that much money for it. Wait till it comes down like under $20.
I was looking at the one that's $8 on G2A.
Yeah.
That's a Steam gift too, so that means the person actually paid for it. At least I assume.
Yeah.
But they probably got like a double or something from the bundle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's lots of games you should try out. Like, don't you have Borderlands?
No.
Pretty sure you had that.
No.
Let me check your games.
I don't think I have many co-op other than Dead Island.
I have Dead Island, just not the definitive edition.
GTA. Got a few Star Wars stuff, but that's it. Oh. Everything else is single player.
You gotta pick up more of the multiplayer games. You gotta pick up Borderlands.
Well, the reason I haven't gotten them is because I don't have anybody to play multiple, multiplayer.
Yeah, you can get the well, it's a little expensive now, but if you wait a bit, you'd probably get Borderlands 2, the Game of the Year edition, for about $8. And, hey, I'll play with you because I haven't started the game yet.
Oh.
And LJ disappeared. I was going to ask him if he plays on Xbox, doesn't he?
Said his neighbours have been complaining because he's been too loud. So he's not talking.
That's his fault.
Well, LJ said that that's why he's not talking anymore. He's got to be quiet.
You pay rent in that damn house. Yell out loud if you want.
That's his fault.
I mean, he can hear me. I don't know why I'm typing this. I can just say it, but I'm typing it instead.
Yeah, highly recommend Borderlands for a good co-op experience. I believe there were some other games I had that were co-op.
Alex is asleep, so I can't talk louder.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't have a lot of games that are multiplayer because
Borderlands is only like $20. That ain't bad.
yeah, you can wait and get the Game of the Year edition for $8, which I would highly recommend because it includes like a bunch of new classes and a bunch of new ways to play the game. And plus, you'll have less trouble when you play with somebody who also has a Game of the Year edition.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, it's 30 now. I'll add it to my cart, and we'll see when I get some moolah. All right, let's save.
Which one are you looking at? The second one or the first one?
First one.
Yeah, I would recommend the second one because after playing the first one, you don't have to have played the first one to get the second one, since they're both pretty much two completely different stories.
Well, isn't what I just chose the all of them?
Well, what do you mean all of them?
Like a full set of all of them.
There's a triple pack that's $120, and then there's a double pack that includes the first one in Game of the Year edition, and then the second one that's not Game of the Year edition for $50. Let me check here. CD Keys might have it. Oh, actually, here you go. Have you ever been on Green Man Gaming?
Nope.
Okay, that's an officially licensed Steam key selling site, and they have Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 1 on sale.
Damn, there's a bunch of different versions of this game.
Yeah, they have the Borderlands 2 Game of the Year edition for $8, and then Borderlands 1 Game of the Year edition for $6.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Green Man Gaming can have some pretty good deals at times.
I do have ESO, but I've only played it
I don't have
maybe
ESO.
twice. Yeah, a friend of mine bought it for me, and I'm not into like medieval. I'm not into like medieval wizardry and spells and things like that. So
Well, Borderlands is not like that at all. This is it pretty much adapts to the way you like to play. Because you could choose, if you really wanted to be the person that stands by, does distance, or because there's different classes. You can be the run and gunner, or you can be that's one of the things in the Game of the Year edition is the class of the Psycho. That's the person you see on the front cover of Borderlands, and that's where you can run up to people with blunt objects and freaking smack them. It takes a great deal of damage.
Okay. Well, I got them. I got that one saved, so at least I'll remember it.
It can get pretty insane.
Right now, I'm pretty damn broke, so there won't be any games coming my way for a while.
LJ wants me to share something on camera, but I can't do a screen share because of the way my computer's changed. I've got two desktops, but he just wants to see something I'll show on camera. I printed this up for LJ. You see this, LJ? That's the finished product. The size is exactly right. Here's the strip that you put in there over the original one. There is perfect size, perfect alignment. So I'll send that to you tomorrow. Actually, today.
It's got a green case. Make sure it's blue.
Oh well, no, he's going to put it in his own case. I did actually eliminate this, but I know you probably want that, so I didn't. I put it back on. Now I need to go back to the comments to see what he's saying about it.
All right, guys. For me, it's going on 12:30. We got about 4 minutes left. If you guys want to say your goodbyes, I don't know. If I sign out, does the stream continue offline for you guys?
Offline it does, yeah, it does. But if you're both going, then you're both going.
Yeah, no, I'll be
I'm
going.
I need to be going. I need to get to bed.
Yeah, you need sleep. I want to watch something before I go to bed because I gotta work tomorrow also. So
is that true, Robbie?
Sasha, I never asked you, do you work?
No, I told her this to Tiffany when she asked me the same question. Have I told you this? I can't remember. I have MS.
Yeah, so you're pretty much handicapped, so
I'm registered disabled.
so you don't work because of that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
The pain I have is kind of, what's the word? Too much. I don't know what the word is.
Lucky. No, I know you're not lucky. No, I know.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's benefits to it, I suppose.
You get the parking spot real close to the door. No, I'm kidding.
That's if it's available.
I'm kidding, my friend. I'm sorry that I knew you had that, and I'm sorry about that. But I had kind of had a feeling you didn't work, but I wasn't sure if it was because of the illness or something else. But yeah, no, we got to work, unfortunately. So
Robbie's saying I look extra bald today. I don't know if I look different to usual.
extra bald.
Maybe it's the light.
Gonna watch Luther the Geek. Oh, Luther the Geek. Oh man, I haven't seen that since the VHS days. Wow. Hoax is watching Luther the Geek. Wow. I wonder if that's even on DVD. Wow.
Well, I know here's a multiplayer game, Vistara Cleanup Detail. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
So imagine just a massive catastrophe. Like here's an example of the DLC called Santa's Rampage, where Santa has finally got enough of people's shit, so he goes on a huge rampage, kills all of his elves, all of his reindeer, and you are there to clean up the mess.
Wow.
So that's the entire game. You clean up Santa's workshop.
Nice. That's kind of weird. I'm freaked out by Luther the Geek being on Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome. Well, hearing that it's Vinegar Syndrome, I understand, but my God, why did they pick that movie? That's pretty wild, man. Yeah. Anyway, hey guys, I'm calling it a night. Hey everybody. I'm going to be stopping the stream. If you guys want to talk amongst yourselves, start your own and do an offline.
You have to join for that to happen. I can't invite people. They've got to come in now while it's still live, I think. If you want to come in right now because it's about to end.
But you could go to YouTube, start a stream, but don't go live. And you can invite people into that stream.
Oh, my own one. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be offline. There won't be anything online.
I could do that, yeah.
Yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. If you guys want to do that, go ahead. I'm
going to be getting to bed.
Sean's tapping out. I'm tapping out. So thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for joining in eventually. And thanks for everybody in the chat. Thanks for anybody who is watching this. So Roger D, Channel Dawnstar. You got Sasha down there from I Ain't Got Time to Bleed. You got Sean from Underage Movie Collector. I'll make sure everybody's link who was on this stream will be down in the message area. Please go click on those links, give them a sub, watch their stuff, and we'll see everybody in the next live stream or in whatever videos we all do. All right, everybody. Bye from me. Everybody say goodbye.
See ya.